All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Cat with Catrien. And we are doing something brand new. We are doing um, Farm Simulator this morning. Totally different. All right, let me get the chat going here, and I will explain why. YouTube, let's do that, and do me, do my channel, go here. Oh, oh, I don't want to hear my own voice. There we go. Okay, we're doing Farm Simulator this morning. I get everything going here. Get everything on. Oops. Just takes a minute to get everything working here. Back. Go back. Go down to library. And I'm going to play that. I'm going to mute that. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And we're connected to live chat. Okay. So I have no logos on right now, other than my lovely friend Orphe, who is my one and only member. I don't know where a logo is going to fit well on this screen because the screen is completely different. So I haven't got my logos on there right now. Apparently, though, when you play it back, it does have the logo on it somewhere. But anyway. Okay, so we're playing Farm Simulator today because it has a huge multiplayer aspect to it. And I wanted to try and figure out why No Man's Sky is so incredibly bad with the multiplayer. The multiplayer in No Man's Sky is completely broken. Like, we used to be able to get, when Zoo was around, God bless him, when Zoo was around, he would, we had community nights. We could have tons of people, 32 people in one instance, and we had wonderful time together. Unfortunately, that's no longer the case. Like, it's so broken. We have trouble getting 3 or 4 people. You can't even, like, I made a lovely base where people could test their flying skills in their spaceships, and you can't even get 3 people in an instant so that they can race together. I mean, it's silly. It's so I was out looking for other games that have better multiplayer. So we're doing farming simulator 22, which I got last week, and I'm absolutely in love with right now. So I bought it on Steam. I'm going to buy another one of these fertilizer bags. Maybe I'll buy a couple because I think this is an easier, it's a little more expensive doing it this way, but otherwise I got to figure out how to get those pallets home back to my amount. We're going to get 2 this time. And we're going to buy those. Yes. Okay. And now, okay, so we're at the farm. Look at the farm. It's awesome. Okay, so we've gone into September now. Each day ends up being a month of growing in this. And look at what I managed to do this week. Look at the honey. I got honey. I got a ton of honey. 400 liters in each one of these stacks, and I got 10 stacks. This is lime, I think. Yes. So I've got some lime stuff here. Lime. Oh, this is the fertilizer. Oh, okay. So I still have some fertilizer here. So we need to take the forklift. Let's see how the, okay, so he's done. We're also doing plowing here of the fields. So I'll try and keep an eye on the chat. So far, it's just us chickens here. But I'm not hearing game sounds, and I'm wondering why I'm not hearing game sounds. Wondering if I can turn them up. Let's get this guy going first. So you can hire people. So if I can hire AIs and they will just go ahead and plow that field for us. Okay. But why am I not hearing game sounds? I don't know. So it saves it when I go into this. Settings. Field info, unit money, camera, indoor camera suspension. I'm still learning. Easy arm control on, camera sensitive, 100%. Okay. Vehicle arm sensitivity. Steering back speed is 50%. Okay, that's good. Direction change automatic. Switch to trains is on. Speedometer display value. I haven't done the trains yet. I've just been learning about how to plant and harvest and get the best out of our fields. Vehicle volume. Vehicle volume is at 100%. Oops. We want that on. Environmental. We'll do that 100% as well. Radio volume. I turned the radio off. GUI volume at 50. Adjust the volume of menu sounds. Okay. That's fine. Oh, and this is the stuff we've got. Okay. So we have, where is it? Oh no, these are gamepad controls. Because I'm using the PS5 controller. But I don't see how I can increase the volume of the game sounds. I don't understand why I'm not getting game sounds. Because it's awesome. The game sounds are really great. You can play the radio for your AI when you're in the cab as well, which is kind of cool. But I don't know how to get the game sounds working. Let's see. Maybe I have to go to my computer and figure out where. Sound settings. System settings. I've got it. Everything going through. Mono audio input. Oh. Let's do that. That's better. You probably hear me better now. Okay. But why am I not getting game sounds? Let's do properties. Steam streaming microphone. Speakers, Steam streaming speakers. I don't understand that. Okay. Cancel that. I have no idea why I'm not getting game sounds. I'm gonna have to ask Grim because he was awesome in helping me figure things out. I don't know why I'm not getting game sounds. Let's have to turn them up here. Let's try that. Nope, still not getting game sounds. The game sounds are awesome. So we got this guy plowing here. What we could do now is get our seating going as well. Let us detach this. We'll fold it first. And detach it. Oops. I folded it and then I unfolded it. Okay. I'm still getting used to the buttons on this. I don't know why I'm not getting detach. So maybe we should try doing the rolling thing with this. So we got that 2 fields already done. So rolling apparently fixes the stones. It helps with the stone problem and increases our yield. But we're working in the dark now because it's 1:30 in the morning, game time. Still learning how to manage these. There we go. So now we can attach it. And I'm going to try and take this over. To this field. Oh, there's tractor sounds and everything usually, but I don't know why I'm not getting those today. Okay. So we're going to go over to this field because it's been plowed. Actually, there's a strip that we didn't get here, isn't there? Okay, so let's go over to the other field. Let's see if we can get the other field going with the roller. And then when the plowing is done on the other field, I will. See if I can get that going. So we missed a bit here too. But we'll see if we can get the rolling done. And we missed a bit on the lime as well. Okay, so we're going to unfold the roller. Hopefully we're fairly close. That's looking pretty good, actually. So I'm wondering if it's going to go now. So straighten this out, hopefully. And there. It starts rolling the field. And this is supposed to help to get rid of the stones. Let's see what we got. Hey, we got someone. Hey, good morning, welcome. We're doing Farm Simulator. I was looking for a game that would be better in multiplayer. Apparently this is a good multiplayer game. but we'll see. We'll see how well it does. So this is a roller thing that's taking care of the stones in the field. And this is my fertilizer, which we don't need right now. We're going to need it after we're done planting. But I'm going to disconnect it because we have to go over and get the seeder, because that's going to be the next thing that we need to do, is do the seeding after it's cultivated. So I think it's this side. It's hard to tell when it's dark. Okay. Oops. Still getting used to the controls. Learning how to drive these things. And I find that this game is just so nice. Oh no, that's not what I need. That's not my seeder. That is my weeder. That's for weeding. Where's my seeder? Where'd I park it? I don't know. My car. I don't know. Let's go out here. I don't see my seeder anywhere. I don't think I parked it over here. I wouldn't have, I wouldn't think. Unless I left it out in the field somewhere. Well, that's possible too. Did I leave it out here? I usually bring everything back. Well, it's dark and it's hard to see. Let's get out of this. Let that guy go. Because this is the far side. And I don't see it anywhere. The camera's kind of weird. But it shouldn't need lime anymore. Okay, so it needs rolling. Okay. But it doesn't need lime anymore. But where's my seeder? I don't think I would have sold it. My pickup truck. We can disengage this. Because I was using my pickup truck to try and see if I could find the honey sales. So that's my weeder. And that's my harvester. I normally bring everything back here. Somewhere. That's my trailer. Is this my seeder here? No. That's my fertilizer. I've lost my seeder. Oh no. Is this it here? Oh, it's here. Okay. All right, let's go. I didn't think I would have. Okay. I'll just have to remember to put my stuff back where I can find it. Okay. So this is going to be the cedar. This is my heavy tractor. The blue one is my heavy tractor. They all need painting. A paint job costs a fortune in this game. So we're not doing painting anytime soon. Hey! Uncle Paul will be proud of me. Yeah. Hey, baby. That's right. Got drive the tractor before you could reach the pedal. That's what my job was to stand on the tractor, and the Omayala would put it in first gear or second gear, I don't know, very slow anyway. Then I would stand on the seat, and my job was to steer it so that it stayed straight when I was little on the farm. There's the cedar, yay. Okay, so I think we can roll even after it's plowed, but that plowing is going to take a while. So it's just us chickens here, you and me, baby. I think I've lost everybody's. I'm going to lose subscribers doing this, I think. But the multiplayer is so broken in No Man's Sky. Like, you can't build in multiplayer because you lose stuff all the time in multiplayer. You can't have a community night because multiplayer is broken and you can only have like 2 people. I talk to myself all the time. I talk to the cats a lot, and I get some pretty good answers sometimes out of them. But yeah, I talk to myself a lot. I'm going to be losing subscribers, I think, doing this. This is an interesting game because there's a lot to it. There is a lot to this, and I'm loving it actually. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, well, the community nights on No Man's Sky are completely gone because I built that lovely base. I don't know if you saw it, where you could go flying through these rings that I built. Fly your starship through the rings. I think I'm going to wait and let this guy. I think they're going to collide here. This isn't plowing, this is cultivating. To do the plowing, you need to do plowing for some other seeds, some other crops. Is that guy gone? Okay. But I'm just doing canola because I'm very early stage in the game, and I'm just trying to get enough money that I can get the equipment that I need to work more efficiently. So, but did you see my honey? I got honey going here, and because I got a beehive. And it's passive income because the honey just collects. And then I just stack it here. And then I've got the forklift. I bought the forklift and so the honey just appears here. And I just stack it, and then I can, because the honey thing is over here, the beehive. See, this needs rolling and weeding, but it's being cultivated at the moment. So this is my beehive here, out in the fields. I think if you look, can you see the bees? In the daytime you can see the bees. I guess they're sleeping at night. But what I need to do with the honey, I'm just going to accumulate the honey for now. So I got a really good investment in them. But what I need to do is to get some, I'll show you. Here's where you can see what you're going to get for everything. So right now for the wheat, I'm growing canola. So I've got 48.5 of canola. And right now the price is 17.8. I don't want to sell it unless it's over 2,000. But if you show price fluctuations, if I wait till November to sell my canola, I'm going to make 22, 23. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until November and sell that. The honey, see, there's a lot to this game. So the honey is down here, and it's not showing that I have any because I don't know how to store it. I'm going to have to figure that out. But in March, you get the best price for honey. And you get a pretty good price in February as well. February, March is the best price for honey. I don't think it has expiry date. Yeah, maybe. That might be a good idea. Do a survey. That's an excellent idea. Thank you, sweetie. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I don't think the honey has an expiry date. There's different places you can sell see, the thing is now, for buying, I don't think I can see the purchases here. Let me just hit this. The purchases here. So if you go up here and you hit trailers, and I go way over here, there's this one. I don't know if that's a soft-sided trailer, I think. And so I think that it's going to cost $59.5, so I can afford this actually. And then this is a good sized trailer. I can afford this now. Then I can load the honey onto this trailer and take it to market and sell it. So maybe I should buy this. Right now, I just want to try and figure out how to make enough money. Because what I'd like to do, because this multiplayer in this game, let's buy this. I'm going to make the decision. Make my executive decision. options. Is there options? Main color. You can change the color. Okay. Oh, it costs 4,000 more. Okay. 59.5, so I can afford that now. So I'm going to buy that. Yes. Okay. So now I should be able to take my big tractor. I will disconnect. And take this up to the store. I'm wondering if, like, Paul and Mike, if they play this, because you know that Mike has is working on Jill's family farm. They have a big dairy operation. And Mike is working on that. That's why Paul retired and sold the farm, because I think he had ambitions to have Mike take over the farm, but then when Mike married Jill, he married into this huge dairy operation. Okay, there's my trailer at the store. Okay, so how do I hook onto this? Oh, I forgot I had that. My fertilizer. How do you hook onto this? That's the back end then. Okay, so I gotta go over here. What is this thing? Okay, so that's, all right, so I'm on the wrong end of this. I'm gonna take this over, load it up with honey. See how much honey it'll hold. Oops. Won't it attach? Oh dear. Why won't it attach? What do you need? Maybe that tractor won't pull this. Wilson trailer. I thought I would be able to pull this with the tractor. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. I could just restart the game. But as soon as I quit the game, I must need something else. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah. Doesn't say anything about honey. None of the trailers. I looked at all the trailers and none of them say honey. You can see all the stuff that you can do with these. I'm wondering if I should just restart the game. Because I haven't saved, I don't think. All right, so I know how to fix that. I know you're going to see a blank screen for a little while. It's a little bit of a cheat, but I'm going to stop the game without saving it. Confirm. And then I'm going to play. The honey is already in jars on the pallet. Hey, Sin, welcome. Good morning.
A wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I think the game has to be Well, exactly. I don't want to store it. What you can get. Farmers of all kinds, chicken, beef, dairy, agriculture. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you can do. Who takes his marching orders from WEF? I don't understand that comment. Hey, Sin. An apiary. There is a sale point. The game audio is super loud. Okay, let me fix that then. It is super loud in my ear as well. Hold on, let me. Okay, yeah, I turned that up, so I'll turn that down a bit. Because we're getting game sounds now. That's awesome. Okay. Let me know if that's a little better. We're getting game sounds now. Yay. Okay. So now we should not have what do we have at the store? I think I should have Okay, so everything stopped. Okay, good. So I'll start the AI on that. And I'll start the AI on that again. Because everything stops when you exit the game, of course. And I've got my money back, so I don't have that anymore. But I think I bought fertilizer. But I haven't rolled that. I could start seeding this for plants. Like here. Game sounds are awesome. Are you hearing this game sounds okay now? So that's going to start seeding this field. But I have to take the plow over to the far end. So before I finish this field, I'll have to cultivate that other end. Okay, thanks, sweetie. Lovely to see you. The C is in exclamation marks. Wash me out, yeah. This is an awesome game. I chose this game because I wanted to explore the multiplayer aspect of it. I'm really disappointed in No Man's Sky's multiplayer problems. Like, I built that lovely okay, so I'll turn it down a bit then. Thanks. I have it on a separate, there, I've got it at 35%, 36%. We'll try that and see if that's, is that any better? Let me know how that is. I can still turn it down. That's at 36%, so I can bring it down a bit more. Yeah, the logo crawl in the initial. Yeah, the multiplayer aspect is just not there anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I'll quit doing it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm enjoying this right now. Maybe 30%? Okay. What? There, we'll try that. My music is not very loud. I don't know if... Still too loud? It's loud in my ear. Let me know how that is. If that's any better. I'm just trying to get a good balance. I appreciate your feedback. Yeah, well, I sort of test live. My tests are live. I don't test before I go live. I test while I'm live. Didn't seem to make much difference. All right. So it's minus, it's not plus. So I had a minus 30%. So now I have a minus 50. So I'm going to put minus, I don't want it to be too loud. I'm going to make it minus 78. Can I slide it a little more? Can I decide properties? No, I don't want to lock the volume. Oops, went loud again. 89. I'll try Minus 90.8. We'll try that because I want the game sounds, but I don't want it to be too loud. What do you think about that? Change the audio level in-game, not in OBS. I don't know how to do that in-game. I want to do it in-game. I don't know how. Because if I go down here, settings. Okay, so help window. I'm trying to get my mouse to, oh, there it is. Okay. I'm trying to see general settings, temperature, money, field info, indoor camera. I was trying to find volume. Sound, volume master. All right. Okay, mouse. My mouse icon's not showing. I'm not able to see it. There. Oh, why isn't my mouse showing? Tab? How do I get the menu? Toggle map view. Change cursor. Control speed. Don't know how to get. There it is. Okay. So hopefully I've got my cursor now. Okay. So volume master. Okay, so I'm turning the volume down to 50%. I like the volume, the environment mask, but I'll put that down to 80%. Radio volume, 50%. What is GUI volume? That's at 50%. Adjust the volume of menu sounds. Okay, that can stay there. So I've reduced everything down. Has chunky UIX. I don't know, understand that. Oh, graphic user interface. Okay. All right, so let's try that. Save game. And let's exit out of there. Now tell me if that's any better. User interface exchange. On experience, okay. So much better? Okay, perfect. I still want to be able to hear the game sounds, but I don't want them to be that loud. But I turned it down to 50%, so it should be better. I see there's a little tiny bit that I missed doing the lime spreading. So this needs weeding and needs rolling. Okay. But we got the roller going somewhere, don't we? Oh, it's done rolling. Okay. So we should be able to. That's still plowing over there? Yeah. So we'll wait till the plowing's done. Not too much. Not too much more to go with the plowing. We get the plowing done. I'm really enjoying this. It is nice, isn't it? Maybe OBS needs to be reset. Okay. All right, so let's increase the sound on the OBS a little bit. Okay, we'll try that. I've got it at -60 in OBS. So we'll try that and see if that's any better as far as OBS is concerned. Yes, it does. Well, like it tells you what it needs. Like when you point the cursor at the soil, it tells you what you need to do. But I'm exploring the multiplayer in this game. There's a few things that I need to change in Streamlabs as well. I know that there's a lot of die-hard No Man's Sky people, but the last incident with the, like, you can't even race the 3 people. Trying to get 2 or 3 people to race together in one instance was a real challenge. The only time it changed was in game? Okay. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to get my honey to market, because doing it in my pickup truck is so inefficient. So I have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, exactly. Games change. This one's my favorite right now. It has a huge multiplayer community. I found a few Discords that have communities. And I connected with one of them yesterday that seemed really nice. You can join me in chats and if you like as well. And are you on my Discord? What's your GF in the same room? Um, I'm still, it's not automatic what I'm doing yet, so I have to think about every button press now, but I'll get it. It just takes a little bit of time to learn it all. Okay. Lift it. So there's a strip down at the far end of this field that did not get done yet. I'm going to stop this and back it up. I'm hoping the sun comes up soon. It's much easier to do this in daylight. I shouldn't be driving on that. You have way too many interests. Well, that's awesome that you're a game designer. What games have you designed? There's a few little glitches in this one, but I'm enjoying playing it. Okay. So that's my just want to put my cameras in place so when I change them. Okay, so that one is rolled, and I think this one is rolled as well. This one needs rolling. All right, off we go. I thought we had rolled this one. Okay, where's the cedar? There it is. Okay. We've designed multiple tabletop board and RPGs. Used to work on video games too. I'm getting back into it again. That's good. Never published? Okay. Manic depression is not fun. Just remember you are not your depression. I found the headlights. Yeah, that's the thing that I don't know how to do the headlights. When you're using a controller, it seems you have fewer options than if you use keyboard and mouse. But I find that driving, it's just, for me, it's easier using the controller, so. The headlights work when you've got an AI, they automatically come on, so. Okay, so we don't need that guy anymore. After we finish the rolling, we're going to have to do weeding. Maybe fertilizing, then weeding, then fertilizing again. Okay. So I can detach that. And I think
Good morning, madam.
Good morning. Who's this?
It's Grimstone. Who else would it be?
Hello. How are
Hello.
you?
Good. I've been actually waiting to see you playing this game live because I didn't believe you were playing it live.
You didn't believe I was really playing it?
I did not believe you were actually playing Farm Sim. This isn't a game that I figured you would play, but this is a game that I have a disturbing amount of time invested in. So if you
It's your
need
guilty
tips,
secret. I knew it.
No,
No.
no, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. Oh no, this is not a secret. I love this game.
Awesome. Me too.
You were talking about the multiplayer community. Wait until you see the mods.
I know. That's like I did a little bit of research before I actually bought this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge Discord. There's tons of Discord communities, and the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, look. You need to look up DJ Goham.
Okay.
DJ Goham is one of the most forward individuals when it comes to anything farm sim.
Okay.
DJ Goham and Mr. Sealy P.
Can you send me like invites? Do they have Discord channels? Like, can you send me Discord invites to their channels or something?
I'm not in their Discords on Grimstone, but one of my alts is. Okay. So I'll have to send you links to one of their alts, but I can send you their YouTubes real quick. Okay. Here in just a minute.
Can you send them? It's not a secret now. I'm convinced that it's many people have it as their guilty secret, because when I started playing this, I started seeing who else that I'm friends with on Steam also plays it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'm a Xbox and PlayStation player of this game. Okay.
I'm on Steam right now. I do have it. I bought it on PlayStation as well initially, but I think I prefer it on Steam.
Gotcha. All right. So you want to know how to turn your headlights on?
Yes.
Press and hold the left bumper. L1 in your case. Press and hold L1, and I'll have to wait for the little bit of lag, but it's press and hold L1. And with original PlayStation controllers, it's holding L1 and I believe up on the D-pad. And if you don't get that by holding L1, that's why those controls are up there in the top. Okay. So you get one set of controls by holding L1, another set of controls by holding R1, and then by holding both L1 and R1, you get a third set of controls.
Toggle light.
So that's what. Yeah, there you go.
Yay! Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
I need to learn a lot. There's a lot to learn in this game, so.
There really is. Are you? What difficulty are you playing on?
Easy.
Good.
Did you see my my honey? I've been
uh,
accumulating honey. I need to figure out
I
how to get
didn't see
my.
that.
I'll show you. Let me get this up here.
Now, the best way to transport anything liquid, which includes honey, you'll have to get a liquid transport tanker or something like that from the store, either lease it or buy it. But when you go to the equipment store and you look at things like tanker, transport, trailers, things like that, down there in the bottom, it tells you everything that you can fit um,
Okay.
into said tanker.
Okay. So if I go into P, where is it?
I will
Under
have to wait
trailers?
until I can. I have to wait and see until I can see it on your stream.
Is it under tools?
It should be under trailers.
Under trailers. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be something under trailers. Um, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to play this recently, so I don't know. Well, I mean, I know nothing's changed base game, but there's mods all over the place. So it should be under trailers,
I don't see
and you
anything
should be
that's
able to.
liquid. Oh, here. Is this it? No, I think I don't see the fertilizer, lime. I don't know what honey looks like.
So if you go, and again, like I said, I'm kind of behind you on stream.
Mm.
So if you go to your economy menu, where it shows you the buy and sell prices of everything, and you scroll through it, it's going to show you what the symbol for honey is. It'll give you the little pop up for it, what it'll look like when you're selling it somewhere. Use that as a reference because that's what it is across the board.
Let's see. Okay. Wheat. Honey is down further. Bread, flour, cake. Honey. Oh, it's a little jar like that. Okay.
So you just find something that totes that little jar, and you're good to go.
And then it'll just load it into it.
So it'll load. There's a couple of caveats to loading it up. Sometimes it'll automatically load it. Sometimes you have to use a hopper. There's a couple of different ways that it'll load it, and it'll usually give that in the description of the piece itself, or it'll say something like auto load, or it'll look like a hopper, and you have to manually dump it in or load it with backhoe, track hoe, something like that. A forklift loaded onto a pallet.
Okay, so here's my honey. Let me see if I can go. Here's my forklift. So I've got honey going here. So, and I've got a beehive out there. Which, can you move the beehive? Because I don't like where it is. It's in the way of all the plowing and everything. But
so the only way to physically move something is to sell it and then rebuy it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Unless it gives you the option to physically pick it up. Okay. And if you run up to something and you have the option to pick it up, it'll say, it'll
give you the
I believe on
signal.
PlayStation it'll be the hand signal. But just because the hand signal pops up does not mean that you're actually going to be able to pick it up. It might tell you that the object is too heavy.
That's what it's saying now on this, because this is where my honey is. Look at my honey.
I see. I see now. By the way, you do know you have a flashlight, right?
Okay, I need to find that too.
Click the right control stick.
There. Look at my honey. Is that awesome?
As soon as I can see it better, I will tell you how awesome it is. That's the one thing that drives me nuts about the. I wish there was an option, and I understand why they do it, but I wish there was you can use ultra low latency, but it's still like a 3 to 5 second delay. That is a lot of honey. Okay, so
I have to figure out how to transport it. Because I've been practicing doing the forklift thing.
So oftentimes, so if you have stuff loaded up like that, one of the best things for you to do is actually get a flatbed, load everything up with the forklift. Just make sure that you get a flatbed that has the strap attachment, and then just load them all up that way. This is also where mods come to the rescue quite frequently.
Okay.
You can oftentimes find you can find a really small impact, really small filed mod, and it'll like for auto loading of pallets. And if the Hyper apiary is on a pallet, there's all kinds of stuff for auto loading. You can auto load virtually anything: bales, hay, silage, pallets, fertilizer, seeds, feed. There's auto load stuff for everything, and they're really small footprint. Like 15 megabyte, 12 megabyte, 21 megabyte, like little bitty footprint mods.
Okay, can you point me in the direction of those mods?
I would have to. Let me see. I'll have to do a little bit of research once I hop off of here. But you're on Steam, right? So, okay. So you can actually, you probably don't want to do it on stream, and I would understand completely. But you actually don't have to go off site. You can go grab the mods from right here in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, like if you go back to your start menu.
Yeah.
There's an option. In the start menu that's I can't remember what it says. It either says mods or mod store or something of the such. But yeah, you just go straight there, and this game has a very vast and open and welcome modding community. So the mods are integrated directly into the game. Like you go onto the mod space that comes right there from the game, and
okay, so
you just go through and pick whatever you want.
Okay, so if I go here, I'm gonna save the game.
And yes, Sin, if there's anything on a pallet, yes, you can carefully move it with a forklift. Anything at all.
So multiplayer. I don't know if you can see this, but if I start,
I'm sure I'll be able to here in just a second. I'm sure you're saving the game right now on stream. You're quitting. You're loading back to the start screen. There it is. Downloadable content. So check the downloadable content real quick, the DLC. And if you don't get it there, then because you're on Steam, you'll have to actually.
There's a different map I can get.
Oh, there's dozens of maps, dozens and dozens and dozens of maps.
Oh.
The modding scene on this game.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Mod Hub. Okay, yes, I can see it. Okay.
Okay, so this is my new passion here.
Oh, you don't understand. You have no idea. So, okay, if you want to find something specific, just go up to the search bar, and for instance, you want to find something like honey, just type in honey, and it'll bring up anything that has anything to do with honey. Or you can look specifically in the trailers, or you can look specifically in flatbeds.
Oh, there it is.
There are thousands of mods.
Wow. Those are just the maps.
Yeah, those are
the ones I have installed. These came with it, so I don't even know what all is part of them.
So the maps that come with the game are going to be, and again, this is where the lag comes in.
Yeah.
So the maps that came with the game, that's all the installed stuff. Now, that's everything that you have installed wise. Period. What's going on, Marty?
Hey, Marty. Good morning.
But that's going to show whenever you install anything, it's going to show up there. Like
Okay.
all your installed mods are going to show up there.
Okay.
So yeah, the best way to find anything fun or specific, like I said, if you're looking for a liquid trailer, you can just type in liquid, and it will show you liquid tankers, containers, trailers, transportation devices, liquid trucks, liquid haulers, liquid spreaders, sprayers.
I can search it.
Yes, ma'am. Up there in the top left corner, you're going to see that there should be a little thing, or you can just type space to search in the mod space itself.
Oh, there it is. Search for honey.
And then once you hit enter, it'll do its thing and
didn't do it.
and enjoy.
Okay. I'm going to space search. Honey. Search. No content available.
Okay, so that means there's nothing specifically with the word honey in it. So you're looking for either okay, this I'll have to walk you through, but I'll have to follow along with you on stream.
Okay.
So if you go back to the mod space as a whole, where it shows everything, maps, small tractors, medium tractors, all that good stuff, and you scroll down, you're gonna see you'll see trailers and all that, and you keep going down, you're going to see flatbeds or goosenecks. Those they should have their very own place to look through them. If that's gone,
am I in the right spot here? Because I'm in the mod hub.
Yeah, mod hub is exactly where you need to be. Okay. So you're going to see as soon as you open up the mod hub, you're going to see, without touching anything, the bottom right-hand corner of the mod hub, you're going to see 3 rows. You're going to see trailers is the very last thing before you scroll down.
Okay.
So if you can look there for trailers that will auto-load pallets, or flatbed trailers that'll auto-load pallets.
So auto-load?
Yeah, you're going to be looking, it'll say auto-load either in the title, or it'll say, and you're looking for flatbeds.
Now, can I haul the flatbeds with my tractor?
So you can, depending on a couple of different things. You can haul, they have to have a PTO set up in order for you to haul anything with your tractor, which means it can't be like a direct gooseneck. If it is a gooseneck, then you've got to haul it with either a rig or a tractor with a gooseneck attachment, or a pickup that you can get with a gooseneck in the back, which when I say this game has absolutely everything that can be modded in it, that includes vehicles. You can get dualies, from dualies to bicycles to Lamborghinis.
Trucks and trailer. Are these like combos maybe? Trucks and trailer with pallet auto load.
Yeah,
look in there.
Yeah, there are truck trailer combos. There are like big rig trucks that come with, it's a flatbed attachment, or you can get stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a matter of looking through and finding anything you want. And that's one of the other awesome things. Like I was saying, let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead and just.
So are we buying these like with real money, or?
No, those are all free. Every one of those, everything you're looking at on the mod space is free. All of it, it's all free.
So if I decide, see, this looks like it's doing pallets of honey, right? Or something.
I would have to see once you got there. Hold on just a second. I'm grabbing this copy. All right, I just sent you a link to DJ Goham's YouTube in
Okay.
DM, so you have that.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Does he go live? That I
so
can
the way this
actually-
works,
I could probably comment on one of it.
yeah, you can comment on any of his stuff. He doesn't usually do live stuff, but he does the way that I do my mod reviews, my mod map reviews on 7 days. He does sometimes daily, because that's how frequently mods come out. Reviews on the newest mods coming out on all platforms, and
Okay.
gives a quick breakdown on exactly what they do.
Cool.
So everything you need to know about the mod, as far as like truck and trailer with pallet auto load, everything you need to know is right there in the description. It tells you how much each individual one. Like currently, I can see on your screen right now that you're looking at one that costs 129,000, one that costs 130,000, stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's how much they are in the game.
Okay.
So you'll
All
have
right,
to
cool.
go get them from the store, and they cost that much. But you can also lease any of these. You don't have
Right.
to buy them. You can lease them.
So I install this, and then when I go back into the game,
It'll be in the store.
it'll be in the store for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. I'm learning. Mod trucks and trailers with pallet auto load is added to the download list. Perfect.
All right. Now, if you want to see how long it's taking, just somewhere on the left side there, I believe it's one of the first 4 options. It'll show you how long it's going to take for it to download, and once it's downloaded, it'll show up in your downloaded thing.
It's 100%.
And hey, Robin. All right, then it's already installed.
Robin,
You're
hi.
done. You're good. You're good to go.
So Robin has a farming icon. Does that mean Robin is a farmer?
It does look like somebody might
It's
be.
not my Robin. Are you my Robin? Because my Robin's we're gonna try and figure out multiplayer in this game together. But it looks like it's loaded, 100%.
Oh, it's loaded. It's there. You
So
can
I
load
just
your
have to
game
go
back
back
up
and-
and then immediately
okay.
check the store.
But I won't be able to afford it yet. I have to do a little bit more selling of stuff. Okay.
You can lease it though.
I could.
You can rent it. You can rent it, and you'll be able to afford that.
I would be able to, couldn't I?
And it only goes, it's a lease cost per day, and the way that you justify that is simply by looking at how much honey you have, and if you have enough to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, whatever the amount of the lease cost, then lease it long enough to go pull your haul of honey. I did fail to mention this, and that's my fault. You have to make sure that the mod is active. So you'll be able to tell immediately when you go looking for it in the store. But
Oh,
you
we
just
stopped
went
in the
past
middle of
them.
this. We went and stopped that in the middle of its turn. Where am I here? I think I'm done seating. Sorry, it's still dark, so I can't really. So I think this one's done seating. Sorry. This game
you're
is
good.
addictive.
It is. It is quite and very addictive.
Squirrel. Talking about squirrel. Holy cow. Right? So if I want to move my beehive, which is right, I placed it right here, and it's just not convenient at all.
Okay.
Because it keeps, like, getting in the way. Okay, go to the other side of the floor for this.
Yes, clicking L3 means pressing in on the left stick.
Okay. Back up. Get this guy lined up. There. Okay, we got the seating going on. Let's see what this needs. This just needs weeding.
Just
I
wait
got-
to now. If you find stuff like the weeding is rather is rather egregious and aggravating, as well as like removal of the stone and stuff like that. You can remove that completely from the game. Like, you do not have to deal with field stone
But
or weeding
no,
if you don't want to.
I want to play though.
Okay. Well, there's a ton of people that remove it just because it's aggravating. But yeah, if you want to do it and do it, it's all about whatever's fun to
It's
you.
about playing the
Me
game.
personally, yeah, exactly. Me personally, whenever I'm playing it just for myself, I leave the field stone on, but I remove the weeding, just because it's aggravating. But I also play with a different set of mods that show like the full blown pH level of the soil and everything else. Like, I get off into the metrics of it whenever I play it, but
Wow.
that's up there for when you like really get addicted to the game.
I don't think I'm as addicted as you are. Not
You'll
yet,
get there.
anyway. I'll get there.
You'll get there.
Okay.
You'll get there.
I love it. Oops. I'm learning how to drive this thing. Trying to line it up for the next stack. There we go. Okay. So this is stuck now. So I need to fold it. With that one over there. But this is all part of it. Like, learning how to do this is all part of it, right? So
Yes.
I'm liking this game a lot more than No Man's Sky at the moment. I'm really liking this because
Yeah, I hear NMS is under just a little bit of duress right now.
Is that?
I mean, that's only what I've heard. There's something about an update or something that broke something. I don't play No Man's Sky, so but I do watch content creators.
Yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm a little annoyed because I spent a great deal of time building a really nice base that has a great racing, so you can race your starship. Did you remember? Did you see that?
I did see that, yes.
And so I did that, and now I want to see how accurate this is. That's pretty good.
Yes, the tutorial of this game is lacking, and it's meant to be so.
Okay.
It's meant to be lacking. It's you
want to figure stuff.
Because Sin's saying that it's a bit lacking and kind of frustrating, and it is lacking, and it's meant to be so on purpose. It's meant to teach you strictly the basics, and then turn you loose.
I don't think I can get by there. Let's see, can I get by there? Maybe. Maybe I'll just move that out of the way. Okay. Detach. I'm just playing with my toys.
You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You are just fine.
And I'm from a farming background as well. My oldest brother had a very successful dairy operation. He's managed to retire on his dairy income. Am I on the right side here? I think so. So he managed to retire. Perfect. On the income from his quotas. I don't know if you know about the quota system here in Canada.
Yes. Well, not in Canada, but we have something here in the States and the U.S. called the tariff system. It's pretty much identical.
Okay. So this should be a safe place to park this. Yeah, so he bought his quotas when the price was really low,
Mhm.
and then he fulfilled his quotas and worked his farm. And when he sold, the idea was that Mike, his son, would take over the farm. That was
Mhm.
that was his goal. But then Mike married into a family that already had a huge dairy business, much bigger than Paul's, my oldest brother. So Mike took over and started working on his wife's family farm. So that meant that Mike wasn't going to take over Paul's dairy operations. So Paul sold his quotas when he was ready to retire, sold his quotas for a goodly profit, sold his farm, and now is living the good life
Very nice.
with him and his wife. Okay, so let's see if we're close enough here. I want to come over a little bit more.
Marty 61 was asking what you were saying about your NMS racing base.
Oh, like I built this wonderful racing base. Oops. And oops. This is so weird to do this, right? Doing this backup thing with the trailer like this.
It's almost as aggravating as doing it in real life. Almost.
Probably more. Okay. So now if I go straighten this out. And I unfold that. That's pretty darn close. Over a little bit, but not a lot. That works. Lined up. Go. Yay, I did it. Okay, so we're seeding that one. Which one is that? Oh, that's that one. Okay. So we're rolling that one and we're seeding this one. But what do we have over here? See, I want to play the game. I'm enjoying it. So this needs to be seeded and weeded. And fertilized. So what I thought I would do is roll it and then fertilize it. Is this one seeded? I think this one's seeded, right?
It'll tell you so while you're looking at it, it'll tell you down there in the bottom right corner field info, and it'll say owner, whether or not it's fertilized. If you're using precision farming, which I don't believe you are, if you're using precision farming, it'll tell you the pH balance, and then whether or not it's seeded, because it'll say the particular crop type and that it's growing.
Okay, so this one is crop type is canola, and it's growing, and the yield bonus is 53%, and it's fertilized, and it needs weeding. It's not fertilized, it's 0% fertilized. So
yeah.
So what I can do is after it's done rolling, I will fertilize it. That's the next thing to do here. But I think all my tractors are busy. All my tractors are busy. This is the part I love. Like, I've all week long. Like I got this at the beginning of the week, this week, and I've been doing nothing but do this and working. I'm like, cool. So okay, now I want to do this. How do I do that?
Do do you fancy yourself a meticulous person?
Yes.
Like, do you
Meticulously
enjoy
organized.
excuse me? Okay, and do you enjoy meticulum and organization and like micromanagement in games like this? Do you find it relaxing, soothing, or just fun?
Yes, my fun thing is to get a new diary with empty pages and organize it so that I have
Oh
my
my god.
calendar and I have my that's I love doing that.
Okay,
That's the kind of person I
you're
am.
at some point in time in the very near future, you're going to want to you're going to want to introduce yourself to precision farming,
Okay.
which is the mod that I just mentioned. That's for when you get like super addicted to the game.
Okay.
So precision farming, what that mod does is it adds a completely new layer to the game
Of
that
difficulty?
includes. I'm sorry.
Of difficulty?
Well, it's not necessarily of difficulty, but of meticulum. So it adds the fact that you need to mind your pH balance. It shows whether or not your soil is silty loam. It shows how good the pH is in it. It shows how good of a crop yield you're going to get. It allows you to send samples off to a lab to be diagnosed. It introduces soil sampling. It adds a whole new level of immersion into the game that brings it so disturbingly close to realistic that this has actually been used in agricultural classes in some parts of the U.S. as a
Wow.
form of teaching.
Teaching how to do it.
Yes,
That's awesome. You know that I
yeah,
live in
it is.
Guelph. I don't know if you know that Guelph is famous for their agricultural college. And
Really.
my nephew Mike went to the uh, my brother said that his son had to go to Guelph's agricultural college here in Guelph, the
Mm.
agricultural college here in Guelph, before he would let him take over the farm, and that's why he's now
Well, there is a chance that this may actually be featured in that college as a
maybe
teaching
it's
mechanism.
quite possible. It's quite possible. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I am, and
The game's a lot of fun.
and I and there's a huge community. And it looks like the multiplayer thing has been conquered in this game, unlike
Oh yeah,
No Man's Sky. Like I've,
multiplayer.
yeah,
Yeah, multiplayer in this game is absolutely insane. You can go um, the most there's really two types of multiplayer in the game. You have the multiplayer where it's not necessarily a race, but where you'll have two or three or four different people on a map, and they all start off with the same amount of money and the same equipment, or no equipment
oh,
and the same amount of
competitive,
money. They
competitive. Oh, okay,
not necessarily competitive, but they turn it into an agriculture simulator.
okay.
So all these different people will start growing all these different crops, and then they'll introduce factories, which is another thing in the mod set, where
Right.
these factories where you can take you can take your wheat and this and that and the other thing, and you can turn
There
it
are little
into
ones. Yeah,
flour, bread
yeah.
dough, and things like that. And then
Because
you can turn that into cereal cupcakes, frosted flakes, soy milk, and all kinds
yeah,
of other crazy stuff. And
because
they will see how successful they can make the map as a whole.
so there's a this is the farmer shop, but down here, uh, oh, that's the animal dealer, livestock market. But there's also, where is it? Ah, okay. So we go, this is where I am. Okay. So we go this
Pardon me.
way and up this way. Thought it was in here that there's a, where is it? Oh, here it is. There's a cheese dairy there. So,
Okay, so you're playing on a map that already has some of the factories instituted. So you
right.
can you can already take milk and stuff and turn it into cheese.
Right. And that's,
Well,
and
they have.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm excited to, because this cheese dairy, I
You
can
you
buy
you
it.
sound you sound like a 10-year-old at Christmas. I love it.
I am. I am totally into this. I love it. So, but when I went to visit there, because I went there because I was trying to sell my canola or my wheat, I can't remember what I was trying to sell, but um, I drove in here and I went out of my car or whatever I was driving and dropped in there, and you can buy this. I can
Hmm.
buy this cheese dairy. And so I'm thinking if I can make this into a dairy operation if I want, and then become a dairy farmer, and then I can show my brother and he'd be like, "Wow."
So the funny thing is, so buying the cheese factory
Yes.
is the only way that you can actually use it. So it's there on the map, but you cannot use the service of it until you buy it.
Right.
So that's like a goal. So yes, buying that will then allow you to make cheese, which you can, obviously
So,
you can look at the economic page, and you can see
the
how that
economic
works.
page for those of you who are watching, this is the economic page here for prices for everything. And then on here will be cheese, butter, cheese right there. Come on, machine. Come down. Why isn't my cursor working now? In any case, then you can sell it at the there's bakery as well, where you can sell
Hmm.
butter at the bakery and at the farm shop. And the spinnery, what is that? Is that
The
that's
spinnery lets you do
cotton?
textiles. Yeah.
Cotton, right? So there's a spinnery on this map as well. Now some of them is not on this map. So say I go to what one did I just select? Because I can't see my cursor. That's a bucket, and the bucket there's no selling point available. Now, something I wanted to ask you about was now that I have an expert here, is um it's in the build menu. How do I get the build menu? P and then there construction and then oh yeah, here we go. And there is buildings. And I thought I saw a sales point in here. Population expansion. Garage to store your vehicles and tools.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Garage to store your vehicles and tools. But I thought somewhere in here, production, there was takes goods and transforms them into different products. A barrel factory, okay. But I thought I saw a spinnery. So you can put these items, you can buy these items, right? So here's a dairy.
Hmm.
So I can buy these items and place them on my farm. I'm thinking, right? Carpentry,
Yes. Yes.
bakery, grape processing unit, oil mill, cereal factory. That's where I can sell
Hmm.
my honey.
Oats and things like that.
Yeah.
Oats, honey.
But I thought I saw tailor shop, sugar mill, spinnery. I have a spinnery already. Grain mill, But I can put these right on my farm, right?
You can
So,
put them on your farm, or pardon me, you can either put them on your farm, or most maps have what's called dead area that you can buy, which is area that may either have little, it'll have either little or no farmland on it, and it'll just be a small plot of land that you can then go into with the terraforming tool or the land painting tool, and make a uh, you can make like a parking lot, things like that, decorate it a little bit, and you can drop this location onto that spot somewhere, way across the map, and you can make that one of your sell points. Um, because any of the places that you put down, they will have they'll have their own separate economic values, their own separate sell prices, and things like that.
oh,
There's no
gotcha.
place that you're going to
Okay.
put you can buy two of the same thing, but I mean, obviously, you can only have one of each particular factory, but you can buy two different style, let's say cheese factories in this case,
Right.
and put them down somewhere. They're going to have two completely different economies. Like
Okay.
one may be in desperate need of milk, while the other one has an excess of it. So, it might be $100 to sell it at place B, who needs it badly, as where it might be $12 to sell it at place at the other place that doesn't need as badly.
Okay.
So they have their own separate economies.
So I can sell this now and then buy a new one and put it in a different place. That's how I'm going to move it, right?
Yes,
Okay, so
that's
sell it.
oftentimes that's the easiest way.
Okay. And then, okay. The object has been sold. And so animals, bees, buy another one. And now I can put it somewhere else. Okay. Because right about here, apparently it doesn't matter where it is.
No, stuff like that, pardon me, apiaries and things of that nature, you can pretty much put anywhere.
So I'm wondering if it'll be in the way here. Or should I put it by the house? No, not there. Okay, so there's other objects there. I can't go there. Trying to find some place to put it where I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be in the way of my production stuff. Gonna go here. Overlaps. Oh, right there. That'd be a good spot. There we go. I can put two in. Would I get more than if I put two in?
Yes. Yeah, it is multiplicative. The more you have, the more you get.
It's overlapping. Okay, so there must be a space around it that's not letting it. Okay, but I'm happy with the way that's going. That's nice passive income right there. How close can we get to here? Oh, not too. That's going to get in the way of my moving things around. I never use this side. Will this work? It'll work here. I'm going to have fun exploring all the maps too. Like this game is going to keep me busy for a long time. Just saying.
Oh, you've only begun to scratch the surface.
I know. I understand that.
There's certain maps, especially you see it more with the downloaded maps than you do with the base game maps.
Right.
But there's like little hidden Easter eggs and things and collectibles that you can go collect on the different maps, that every time you find them, they'll give you like 1,000 $1,000 just for finding it. Like there'll be little pieces of like cheese
wanna buy it.
slices or carved cow figurines, things like that. And as you find them, you'll make a little bit of cash for going and finding them, and they're oftentimes like kind of out of the way and hidden a little bit and stuff like that. They're a lot of fun.
Here we go. Okay. There we go. There, I got 2 now. So that'll make more passive income. I can just store them until I get. So if I go P now, I should be able to find in the trailers. Shouldn't that trailer be here now? Or is it? It's not going to be in trailers though, is it? It's going to be in.
If it was a truck trailer combo, it should be in vehicles.
Vehicles.
Or not? Well, not vehicles. It'll be in trucks.
Trucks.
When I see it pop up on stream, I'll tell you exactly where it is. Yeah, it's going to be in trucks.
Where is it? Is this it?
As soon as I see it, I will let you know. So anything that's downloaded, like if it's a mod, it's going to be, it'll say mod on it, underneath it, between it. But this was my fault. I didn't mention it to you quick enough. So whenever you start your game, whenever you start up your map, it pops up a list of the mods. You've got to make sure that you enable all of your mods, because usually when you download a brand new mod for the first time, it's not enabled. Right. So that was my fault. So you may need to save and back out real quick and then just start it back up, and then make sure that new mod that you downloaded is in fact turned on.
So let's do that. One of these is, which one will let me save the game? Save the game. Quit the game. Yes. And then start.
And the easiest way, once you make sure that it's installed.
I didn't install this one. Select. Okay, select all.
Now the easiest way to make sure that you know exactly, the easiest way to make sure that you actually find that one proper is take a look at it and make sure you note the brand. Like it looks to me like that might be by man. It looks to me that might be by man. So when you load the game back up, if you can't seem to find it just by kind of glancing around in the shop, just search by dealer. Okay. And just type in man, and you'll find it immediately.
Well, there is a spot where you can do brand.
You can just search by brand.
Yeah. And we're back. Okay, so go by brand. I think it's this one.
Tell you as soon as it pops up on screen.
No.
So you're looking for, you should be able to, you're going to be able to scroll down a whole lot. I'm almost positive, because that was a bullnose trailer, I'm almost positive that's going to be put out by man.
So be under
or bullnose truck, I'm sorry.
M. Man.
Marty, take care. I don't know when you posted that, but take care, brother.
Okay. So So I have to buy the trailer and the truck separate? Or is this the combo here?
It should tell you whether or not it's combination. There should be a mild mention of it in the description, or like I said, if it straight up says mod somewhere on. Yes, okay, I'm seeing it now. So the TGS, there was a TGS something. You're on screen right now. You're looking at a red truck, a red man, the TGX 26640.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the one, because that's a logging truck.
Okay.
So I'll wait for it to pop back up on screen.
It says manned truck and trailer with pallet auto load.
So
that's the
one.
The
TG,
there.
yeah, the TG5, that's either a TG5 or a TGS. The 18500 auto load for 130,000 euros. That's going to be the one that you want to lease.
Okay. But I'm going to wait. Because I like buying. I don't like leasing.
So here's the other awesome thing about whenever you install mods. Mm-hmm. So when you install mods, the coding automatically applies the mod to the auction list, not the auction, to the used list. So you might strike lucky from time to time and find that very mod on the used market.
Okay.
Inside the game.
Save myself some money here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check that out. This is the used. It's not there.
Yeah, don't expect it with don't expect it with any type of virality. You're probably not going to see it very often, but you may eventually see it. Yes. Now, have you started doing any of the jobs?
Yet? I did when I was doing Elm something.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that you get, like, that's the first one you load,
yes.
Right? And so I played that for a while, but I got tired of seeing the American flag. Not that I'm anti-American, but I'm a Canadian, and we are inundated with American stuff here all the time. So I tend to want to go to the fact. Pardon me?
Well, I was going to say you're probably going to love the fact that about 42 to 45% of the modding community in this game is actually Canadian. So
awesome.
you will find when you go looking through because I actually prefer specific Canadian maps because of how large the fields are, because I like the bigger fields. There's a ton of Canadian maps in the mods in the mod hub.
Right. Awesome.
Like some that you may even recognize. And when these people mod these maps,
I'll bet there'll be a bunch of Guelph ones that would relate to me
it's possible.
Of the fact that we are because of the fact that I'm in Guelph, right? Right by where the agricultural college is.
Mm.
I'll be interested to see, because I haven't explored the maps very much yet. So.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. I know on Farm Sim 19, which is the one that I played the absolute crap out of.
Okay.
I started playing Farm Sim 20, and then got 22, and then got roped into other games, and then my YouTube career started. There are a metric ton of maps. I think when they finally stopped modding Farm Sim 19, there were close to 28,000 mods in total.
Wow.
So I mean, there's a
Awesome.
lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I love this because I get to play with new toys. And then I get to, like, I found that if I sell my products, I've discovered the silo, found that I can store my harvests in the silo and then sell them. Canola seems to be pretty good price-wise right now,
Canola and soybean. Canola and soybean are always going to be.
the high ones.
Those are going to be your kings as far as just strict profit.
Well, right now I'm
Which
busy trying to
is
do
honestly
that
something
because
I
I
wish
want to
they'd
buy stuff.
change. But
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now is because I need to make money to be able to afford to buy the toys that I want to play with.
so if you're going in for strict profit at first, go canola and soy. Those are
Okay.
the best Those are the best ways to go. And do the jobs, but do the jobs that require you to harvest, because there is a teensy little. You can call it exploit, you can call it bug, you can call it keeping the leftovers for yourself, whatever you want to call it. But when you do harvesting contracts,
Okay.
as long as you own the stuff that you're doing the contract for, okay,
Right.
you can't have it leased, because as soon as you turn it, I mean, it can be leased. You can use the stuff that they give you, but the moment you complete the contract,
Yes.
it gets rid of the stuff that's leased.
Okay.
So you do the harvesting contract and make sure that you harvest 100% every granule of wheat, barley, oat, whatever it is, canola, whatever it is they're having you harvest.
Yes.
Every grain of it.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get it all together, go to sell it. And when you sell it, it's going to take less than 100% of the crop. It's going to take less than 100% of the crop that you harvested to finish the contract. So you'll pick up a quick 3 to 15 grand just off of selling everything from the harvest, because the contract will be finished before you're done emptying out your hopper. So all of that excess goes into your pocket, and all harvest contracts are the same way.
Okay, so explain it to me again, because I was folding my toy.
You're fine. So if you, and again, I'll have to kind of be behind you on the stream, but if you go look at your contracts, find a harvesting contract.
Okay.
And then I will wait until.
What do we have? Baling, harvesting. Okay.
Okay.
So that one is
So
like 39,720. That's a lot. That's in field 2.
Okay.
So if I put space to collect it?
Well, you don't have to have the space to collect it. So let me wait until there it is, harvesting. Okay. So I will wait until I see it. All right. So 39. So I don't know if you have already, but go ahead and click on that one. So it'll.
I can't take that one because I don't have the equipment, I don't think, do I?
What? No. See, that's the thing. So if you look at it, the one that's in field 36, so you don't have to have the equipment. They will basically lease you the equipment. You can either use your own or use leased equipment just for that. And the game will take a small percentage of the whole. So that one on field 30, field 36 is 39,720. So you might actually only make 31,640. Okay, but depending on what the crop is, you'll actually make 50 to 60,000 euros on that particular job.
Crop? Because I keep the crop.
Not on the crop, but on the job. So you'll make an additional, 10, 9, 10, 6. It's kind of difficult to tell how much to do it for. But the easiest way to do it is to just keep a close eye on when you're about to be finished with the job.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you turn the job in, take whatever's left over to the place that is buying it for the highest price. dump it there, and then complete the contract, and you'll get the contract payment plus whatever was left over in the hoppers from finishing the harvest. It's a
Oh,
cheeky
okay.
little exploit that's been in the game for a while. Pardon me, but it's not actually an exploit in farming. It's literally called coursing the hopper. So if you get hired for a job and you go to said job, and let's say you got to harvest a whole boatload of oat.
Yeah.
So you go harvest a crap load of oats and everything. Well, you know, whenever you pull the flange on those hoppers, they don't empty out 100% unless you're using a conveyor hopper or a conveyor trailer.
Okay.
They don't empty out 100%. So at the end of the week, when, you know, if that trailer does nothing but haul oats, at the end of the week, whenever the farmer or the contractor, whoever it is, burrs out their trailer, like they clean it out,
Yeah.
they will often have a ton or so of oat just kind of left over, and they sweep that off, pack it up, and then they can go take that and sell it themselves for a smaller price on the side. It's kind of like being tipped, essentially.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay, I haven't done that yet, but I will explore that.
What's going on, Warfy?
Warfy's here. You woke
Yes,
up.
Warfy's here.
About time.
Yeah, I'm the one that demanded he go to. I'm the one that demanded he go to sleep a few hours ago.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And I will give you a small warning. Stay away from potatoes and cotton.
Okay.
Just stay away from them. If you see a contract that pays like egregiously well for potatoes,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Okay.
Just don't. So the potato farming equipment, all the equipment that's in this game, for the most part, there are some modders that have injected stuff that's not quite realistic, but most everything that's in this game is a real piece of equipment.
Right.
The potato harvesting machine, yeah, the potato harvester is only 3 meters wide at harvest point, which is how wide it's supposed to be.
Right.
The piece of equipment is $500,000.
Oh.
Okay. It's only 3 meters wide, and most potato fields are expansive. So the one time I took on a potato harvesting contract, it took me 14 real world hours
Oh my
to
God.
finish the job. Like, I started the harvest one day after lunch, went to bed that night, got up the next morning, and finished the job by lunch the next day.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Don't just stay away. Cotton is the same way. Stay away from cotton. Stay away from potatoes. Everything else fair game, but cotton and potatoes is a nightmare.
Yes, Warfy, No Man's Sky has a new update. We now have farming in No Man's Sky. Just what I wanted. One of the things I was saying was that I wanted farming in No Man's Sky. If you're a true fan of mine, you would have heard me say that several times, that I wanted animal husbandry on my freighter, so that I could take some of the animals and anyway, and
well,
take
now
some
you
of
have
the other.
now you have No Man's Farm Sim.
Exactly. No Man Farm Sim. Oh, I'm gonna lose my chat. Just a sec. Gotta plug it in. I'm gonna lose it otherwise. Yeah. So we got a new game. I'm way back on the low. Way behind on the chat. So Marty went out. Got to run. You have a great day, Marty. Thank you for coming by. 19 or 20 is the one you have? Okay.
Yeah, Farm Sim FS19 is the one that's going to be on PlayStation that is being referenced here. It's FS19.
Okay. But this one is 22. So
This
I've
one's
got
22. This is the newest one. This one came out
yeah.
in obviously 2022.
No, it came out in
The
2021 actually.
well, yeah, at the tail end of 2021, the beginning of 2022.
Yeah.
The way that Farm Sim has worked, so there was Farm Sim 15, Farm Sim 17, and Farm Sim 19, and then they broke their habit with this one, and instead of doing Farm Sim 21, they did FS 22, and then the next Farm Sim that we're expecting isn't even on the books until at least mid 2025.
Okay. So we're good to go for a while with this one.
Oh yeah, the
It was on sale
around.
last week. That's why I bought
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, around. So what happened was Focus Interactive, the group that actually published this game and that developed it, they they realized how much the modding community adds to it. So they release an already near perfect game because, I mean, as far as Sims go, this is up there in the realm of perfection. It still has its bugs and its kinks and its quirks and its chinks, but all games do. So once they get it gold state, once they get it perfect and everything, and they stop coming out so much with they stop coming out with so many of their own uh, corporate updates,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of leave it to the modding community, and they even endorse certain mods like precision farming, the mod that I was talking about earlier that adds this massive in-depth thing
Mm-hmm.
to farm sim. In Farm Sim 19, that was just a mod created by somebody else. And
Okay.
the community loved it so much,
Yes, I can
and
see that.
Focus Interactive loved it so much that Focus Home Interactive were like, hey, we would really like to not only buy the rights to your mod, but we'd also like to offer you a job. And this 24-year-old kid got a job as a video game designer, or working for a video game
Awesome.
company, should I say, off the back of creating a mod for Farm
Yeah.
Sim.
Very smart.
So
Excellent.
yeah, this game's awesome.
Okay, so this guy looks like he needs some repair work done, so we'll take him up and get him repaired.
Now there are also, I think there might be. I don't think you'll need a mod for this, but there are uh, places that you can purchase in the game that you can actually work on your own farm equipment. There are garages and things like that you can purchase
Oh, okay.
that have the ability to repair your stuff at your farm. It costs the same, it
Mm,
costs in some cases it actually costs a tiny bit extra.
okay.
But yeah, it's you can repair your stuff of your own accord on uh, on the game.
Definitely cannot afford to paint anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
expensive to paint stuff.
it is.
Oh, there's my fertilizer. I forgot about this guy. Okay. I have to fertilize next. Then I'm gonna weed and then. Right. Let's fix this guy up. Repair is not cheap. Painting is really expensive. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Painting is a nightmare.
Paint
But
condition.
just like in real life, um, you pay most for the things that are the least necessary.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this guy's fixed. Gonna take him back now. Okay. Now, do I want to... Well, this is the lightweight one. This one's going on the weeder. So let's, this is something that I didn't show people yet, is that I don't necessarily have to drive this if I don't want. I can just...
Nope, you can hire somebody to deliver it to your place.
Now, I found that if I put them in there, they tend to not... There. And now it just, oops. Oh, he's smart enough to not run into that one. That's good. Because I'm going to drive this one.
Wharfie starts creating a farming redeem from the Wurzels. Hey, Mike, UK.
Hey, Mike, welcome. Okay, so we've switched games for a little while anyway. Because I'm so disappointed right now with the No Man's Sky multiplayer. I built a lovely base. I don't know if you were watching. I built a base where people could do expert flying, like, precision flying their spaceship through these targets that I made. And it was supposed to be set up so that you could race 3 people and 3 ships together in the game. And during community night, we couldn't even get 3 people in the same instance. So that was like pretty disappointing.
Sin. No,
So
there's not a mod. There's not a mod for cannabis in this game.
there isn't.
No, there's not.
Oh, my brother is so against cannabis. I don't tell him that I was happy when it was legalized in Canada on my birthday. We don't mention that.
Shh, Catrien, you're not supposed to tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody. Okay, so we got the fertilizing going on. We might have to buy more fertilizer. But if I put this fertilizer guy beside a pallet, it will auto load it, right? Okay, so next time I'm gonna buy a pallet instead of bags. I think it should auto load it.
Mike, now this is a different take on a farming game. It's actual farming.
Exactly,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
It is actual farming. That's why I love it. Like, I come from farming family, so it's like I love it. This is so nice. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. It's gorgeous. And I'm finding more and more out about it. The more I find out about it, the more I love it. So it's really hitting the fan now. Cats spreading muck everywhere. That's right. The muck is hitting the fan. So I'm going to see how good a harvest I can get today on this one.
No, Sin, it's incredibly realistic. It's just kid-friendly.
It is kid-friendly. That's right. My channel is kid-friendly too, by the way. That's my whole... Because my friends who have young children have given their kids on the parental control that they can come and see my channel, and on the promise that I was going to do my best to make it as kid-friendly as I could. So that's
hence the reason even somebody like Grimstone is in voice chat right now and hasn't said not one single vulgar word. So
because he's my friend and he
So raspberries to all you people that didn't believe that Grimstone could be G-rated. Haha, in your face.
Exactly. Oops, there's a big bump there.
Oh, Dwarfy. Guess that they're asking Mom and Dad what cannabis is now. Great. Thanks, Sin.
Well, probably most of their parents already know what.
I was going to say, chances are in this
Chances
day and
are.
age, if you're over the age of 10, you know what it is.
And most of the kids that watch are over. There's a few that are a little younger, and they'll probably ask their brothers and sisters what that is. Okay. Okay, so I have to wait for the seeding to finish, I think. On here. Because I don't think I can. Can I fertilize at the same time?
No, Sin, you're exactly correct. Cannabis farming is a legitimate business that is not illegal, nor is it not kid friendly, but it is not kid friendly when it comes to YouTube.
No.
It's not
YouTube
kid
doesn't
friendly when
like
it
us
comes to
saying it.
YouTube. It's also not, yeah, it's also not kid friendly to people who don't believe in, cannabis. I being one of those people.
You don't believe in cannabis?
Well, A, I don't believe in it, and B, it'll actually kill me.
Oh, well, that's probably
Found
not a
out
good
the hard.
idea then.
Yeah, found out the hard way. Yeah, found out the hard way. I was young once, and a friend of mine was basically peer pressured me to it, and I was like, fine, I'll once just to shut you up, and it put me in the hospital.
Oh dear.
Apparently, I have a tetrahydrochloride can actually kill me. So I'd prefer not to get unalived just to relax, even though some days it seems
Exactly.
like that's the only choice.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
But I don't rag on anybody that does because it's commonplace these days.
I use
It's
it for
actually
sleep.
harder to find somebody.
Pain. When I had my
Yeah, I have a ton of.
you're kind of cutting out there, Ben.
Yeah, I think my OneDrive decided it was going to kick on,
Okay.
so that should be
Um,
better.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. So what was I trying to say? Oh, I use it for sleep, yeah. And I use it for pain. When I broke my foot, I quite literally broke my foot. I had a Lisfranc fracture, if you know what that is. So I have 3 pins and 14
Yes.
screws holding my foot together. So that was a little painful. Stream
A
just got
little.
choppy. Yeah, it was pretty
I
painful.
don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit there.
Yeah, it was pretty painful. So when and they gave me Oxycontin, right? But I know how addicting that can be. And I didn't want to, not that I consider myself to be a terribly addictive person, that I would be easily become addicted to stuff, but I didn't want to take the chance. So I did use the oxys when it was really, really painful.
Like
And it was by
bad.
prescription.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was by prescription. And when it was really, really bad. But most of the time, just having a little bit of cannabis just really helped. So, and one of the things that I want to look into, and then if I'm having trouble sleeping, it just really works well for that as well. So,
Good deal. Yeah, I know it has an absolute metric boatload of medicinal properties, but I don't know. I'm I guess old-fashioned in that sense, and it can unalive me. So
unliving
a
is
couple
not
of
a good
different
thing.
reasons. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take my chances with that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not for everybody. I totally get that. But there are advantages to it. But my brother, being an extremely conservative person,
Well, conservative is probably one of the last things that I am. You've heard me on my stream.
when the conversation here in Canada was about legalizing, about our Prime Minister legalizing weed, we had a talk and he's like, "No, don't you think that this is a really bad idea, and it'll mean more drug addictions and I'm like, no, but I didn't say anything because I'm like, I'm really happy that they're legalizing it and they're doing it on my birthday.
It's like it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. I don't have to hide it anymore. I now have a box in my living room.
It's not only not hidden, it's displayed.
And people can have some when they come over and we can have a glass of wine and maybe have a little bit, you know. It's a recreation, as far as I'm concerned, it's just recreational.
There's a moose
It's
loose in the hoose.
Hey, Moose, welcome. Good morning. Yes, this is a very fun game. I am now totally addicted to this game. And we have an expert in the chat.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm no expert, but I'm quite versed.
He knows the game a heck of a lot better than I do. So yeah, there's a lot in England about that. You need to have a license. They make it very difficult. Moose is in the hoose. Oh, is Moose not well? I didn't know.
Yeah, I saw something the other day. I want to say yesterday in somebody's stream that Moose was recovering from something, and I didn't get a chance because I was sidetracked. But I didn't get a chance to ask what the problem was. But from what I understand, yeah, he's recovering from something. But I'm not one to pry, so.
An operation. Oh, had an operation. Well, I'm hoping that you're well recovered. You're recovering well. Moose? Okay, it's done, I think. So yeah, so this is my new gaming addiction. Because like I'm so happy about the fact that it's a that it's meant to be
full-blown simulator.
No, but it's meant to be multiplayer. Like that's what I love about it. Is that it's okay, so question. This is hay, so I can put hay bales in there. Is that right? In that, I think.
Yes.
Okay. The hay loft. So I have to load it onto a trailer and then pull the trailer under there, and then that would.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Achilles tendon repair.
Ouch.
Okay, my foot hurts. Oh.
Yeah, that would.
Good on you, Moose. I hope you're recovering well from that. That had to have been all but a nightmare.
That would have been a nightmare. Like, I feel for you. I broke my foot and it hurt a bit too. So I had to have major operation on my foot. Okay, so we need to have another row of fertilizer on here. So if I do this and I do this, it should work. Okay, so that's fertilizing. Good. Okay, so now, is this all fertilized? Everything's fertilized 50%. So if I take the thing and do it again, will it fertilize again?
No. So if you're playing to Allegiant Realism, you've got to fertilize in two forms. So you can either fertilize now and then wait a day or two in game and then go back and fertilize again, or you have to use a second form of fertilizer. So you can use the dry fertilizer, which is what that spreader is using now, and then
Yes.
you can use manure, or
Oh,
you can go back and re-fertilize again. But if you just go back and fertilize again right now, it's not going to do anything. It's because it's already been fertilized.
okay.
So it's going to accomplish nothing. You've got to wait a day or two until it needs fertilizing again, and then it should kick up and give you the option to do that. Or you can do manure spreading
Okay.
or liquid fertilizer spreading.
These these fields are tilted, so it doesn't always get the end pieces here. So let's go back and redo this. So I'm exploring the multiplayer aspect of it as well. So maybe we can build a little community amongst ourselves.
I might. This is outside of the niche on channel, but I might just for kicks and giggles jump in and do a little something.
That'd be fun.
You might be able to talk me into it.
I think this game is like, it must be very, very popular because I see lots of people.
Oh, it's disturbingly popular.
Yeah.
Like it is ultra popular.
Oops. Okay, so this guy's done. So, oh, wait a minute. I should have just put it on the other. Hold on. 'Cause I don't think this is seeded yet. No. It's fertilized but not seeded. Okay. Let's seed this one. But I should be able to fertilize in October, like if I have to advance the calendar.
Yes. Hey, what's going on, Frank Gore?
Frank, hey, hello, how are you? I joined Frank's Discord as well. He's got his own dedicated server. And
Excellent.
I am learning Frank, yes, and I'd like to introduce Grimstone. He's on my voice channel. And
Hello.
he's much more knowledgeable than I am, and he's helping me to figure the things out.
And yes, Moose just brought up a very excellent point. There is, in fact, and has been since FarmSim 15, an esport community directly associated with FarmSim.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
has been since 2015.
That's awesome. A esport competition. I love it. So let me show you, Frank. I learned how to do honey. So I got 2 hives going now. And I got honey. It's got lots of honey.
And she's so excited
I'm
about
so
it.
proud of it. I am. So I got a beehive over there, and I got a beehive over there. So.
Take care, Sin. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Sin. Thanks for coming by. My weekends.
Yeah. Well,
mods,
ironically enough, Frank, Catrien just learned about mods this morning.
Yes. Yes, I'm learning about mods and I'm
She
learning how much
installed
there is involved. Yeah.
the very first one.
He helped me to do this. I'm discovering all the maps as well on the game. So, okay, let's see. I'm learning how to use this thing. So it now has to come up a little bit and then okay. So now I know the controls on this seem to be opposite to what they should be. But I lift it up and magically the next one comes underneath. So I just wait for that now to grow.
Hmm. Now, there's eventually going to be a point in time where you must choose a side, Catrien. You're going to have to figure out whether or not you want to be Team IH or Team John Deere.
Oh, I have to
You,
decide.
yeah, it's like an unspoken law. You got to decide. You can either be John Deere or Case. You've got to
Oh,
decide.
okay.
Red and black or green and yellow.
Red and black
I'm just
or
kidding.
green and yellow. Well, I like red and black. Red is my favorite color.
Hoorah! My entire channel is based around the color scheme of red and black.
Cool. I got a little bit of everything going on, but you can paint can you not paint a different colors?
Yes. Frank, can somebody please drop Frank, do you have a YouTube? He said Case. I need to subscribe to him right now. Frank, we gotta
subscribe
Frank.
to Frank.
Frank, he's like my brother from another mother. Case, then Valtra? Really? Yes. Yes.
Okay. I got to use the little
We can be
girl's room. I'll
friends.
be right back. It's now the Grimstone. Please be family friendly, and I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
All right.
Moose, don't say that. Don't say that, Moose. I have to unsubscribe now, Moose. I'm kidding. I'm not unsubbing. Warfy, thank you, my man. Click on that right now. You just got yourself a brand spanking new sub, Frank. There you go. There you go. My dad has a Ford 9 has a Ford 9 straight with a Sherman transmission, and he rebuilt and it's beautiful. I mean, I can't really complain about it saying. I mean, and this is coming from a guy that dislikes Ford. The Ford straight 9s were actually really nice. Used to do crypto mining, so I did crypto mining bonds, and actually I'm a manager now for a Bitcoin mining company. Ah, nice.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
And
back.
thank you. And coffee. We're doing coffee. I love my coffee.
Well, it can't be coffee with Catrien without the coffee.
Without coffee, right? Exactly. Okay, so catch up on chat. What have you guys you've been talking about me when I'm gone?
No. We actually, Frank G had a link drop and gained himself a nice new subscriber, and
Cool.
we are signing a petition now against Moose Gaming because he is John Deere.
Oh, so it's going to be one of these rivalries. Gotcha. All right.
Oh, it's not gonna be. It has been. International and John Deere have been going back and forth for since the 1800s.
That's awesome. Okay, did we get a link for John or for Frank?
We did. We did
Okay,
get
good.
a link for Frank.
Worfy's my moderator, so he's all things moderating.
Oh, don't worry. I know he's my right hand on my channel as well.
Awesome. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's my
Worfy
friend.
is
I
a
actually
very-
physically got him to hug him at the last No Man's Sky meetup. That was awesome. Really enjoyed that.
Oh wow.
Meeting everybody. Yeah. You didn't know I went there. My son lives in the
I
Netherlands.
had no idea.
My son lives in the Netherlands.
Really?
Yes. He married a Dutch girl and moved to the Netherlands. And he has a piece of property down there too. He was here earlier on my chat. And he's got
Now,
a piece of property there.
Is your son
Got
is
some
your son a
chickens.
YouTuber as well, or no?
No. Well, he's a flat earther, and he has some stuff on his channel, but it's about flat earth mostly. So that's okay.
Gotcha.
He's allowed to think the earth is flat. I personally don't agree with it, but he keeps trying to convince me, so that's okay. It's interaction. Okay.
Differences of opinion are healthy.
Well, exactly. If we it would be a dull old world if we were all the same, would it not?
Tis true. Tis very, very true.
Okay, do I need to? I think I need to fertilize a bit here. Looks like I missed some there. I love the bird sounds and everything in this. It's so realistic. I love it. Who did I leave parked on the road? I left somebody parked on the road. Oh, I got traffic backed up too. The wonderful part about all the traffic
That'll
is
be
that
okay.
they all have brakes. So try not to.
See, I wish they would. JCB. That's okay, Warper. You're British. We understand. It's another brand of farm equipment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We can forgive you.
I
for
mean,
being
I use the phrase brand of farm equipment very loosely, but now I'm just trying to rip on them.
I just love looking at my honey. It's just so good. So over here, I figured out how to do lime. I got some leftover lime here, and there's a fertilizer one there. So I can use a different kind of fertilizer. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, there's solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and then you have manure, which is it's a liquid fertilizer, but it's manure.
But so I can fertilize with.
You can fertilize with two different kinds of fertilizer. Yes.
What happened to the cars? Oh, they're still there. They're still holding up traffic. Oh, look, pretty road cars. Let's look at the cars. Hello? Are there people driving them? There are people driving them, look. This is a nice car. What kind is this? Is this a Peugeot or something?
I don't know what kind of. I think they just model the cars after like just basic cars, but there's
This guy is all over the
for,
place
for
all the time.
copyright reasons they got to be careful.
But they are all men. Did you notice that? There's no women driving.
I am now.
There's no women driving. Right. So now we have to get our weeder. We're going to do weeding. So what I think we can do is we can do weeding, we can do fertilizing, then do weeding, and then we can fertilize again, I'll bet. Because I did get it up to 100% without changing the type of fertilizer.
Yeah, you can. So doing certain other actions, like you cannot get, if you have stones or weeds within the field, you will not achieve 100% fertilization, and you will not achieve more than 80% yield bonus.
But I had it up to 100%.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like once, if you do those things, like if you get rid of the weeds and you make sure that it's free of stones, you'll get up to 100% by using the same type of fertilizer. You can use solid fertilizer more than once. You just can't like back to back it. You can't
Right.
use the fertilizer and then turn back around and go re-fertilize. You have to change. You have to change the granulation of the soil somehow, which is weeding it, stoning it, something like that.
Okay, so now unfold it. There. We'll do the weeding. So now it'll be weeded. It's been rolled and it's been weeded now. So now, after it gets weeded again, or after it's done weeding, then I can. This one needs rolling. I thought I rolled this already. This needs rolling again?
Not
I
quite
thought I
sure.
rolled everything. They all need rolling still. I know they need weeding. Okay, so where's my roller? I parked it. Will this thing pull my... It should. Let's try rolling again then. Let's get the cedar over there and I got the weeding over there. I thought I rolled everything. But obviously I must have missed spots or it just needs doing again.
Sometimes, so there's a internalized percentage, so you have to do 90% of the field, and sometimes it's really easy to miss that little 10%. So if you miss 10%, it will still say that you have to, in this case, roll it. Sometimes it'll say it still needs weeding if you miss like a couple of little spots. The game is pretty well on you if you don't do a full job of any one particular task, which is why oftentimes it's wise practice if you're going to have if you're going to hire somebody to do
See the
something.
deer?
There are animals on some of the maps. Yes.
I think it's neat. Look at them. And watch what I can do. I can walk on water.
Yeah. You got to be careful though. don't think that you can walk on water on all of the maps, because some of them you'll walk out there and you'll just drop straight in. And have you made the mistake of accidentally dropping a vehicle in the water yet?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Try to avoid that as much as you can.
All right. I will.
And another little another little tip, but just so you have this in the future. So if something happens, because there's the option to return a vehicle or any device or anything like that. There's an option to return it to um, the dealership to get it unstuck.
Oh, is
Bear in
there?
mind that there is, if you get terribly stuck, you can go into your your overland map, and you can select the thing that is stuck and choose to return it to send it back to the dealership so it gets it unstuck.
Okay.
But if you do this, bear in mind, by the way, you're going to have a really hard time getting a full roll on that field because there's stones in it. If
Oh.
you send anything that is full of a crop back to the dealership, you lose the crop.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, it disappears. It's gone. So if something ever happens, or you take a turn too sharp, or you happen to look away real quick while you're on cruise control or something of the nature, and you look back up and suddenly your truck is nose down in a lake with the jackknife and all kinds of other craziness, sometimes the best thing to do is get another vehicle and just run into the blasted thing until you can line it up and get it out. Don't send it back to the shop.
Okay, because I lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm having trouble getting a full roll. It's working now. So if I were to plow it,
So, plowing the field, I'm gonna tell you up front. So you do have to plow. It is going to say plowing necessary, or you can actually go to your overworld map and you can see what places need plowing. You can see what fields need plowing. There are things that plow and cultivate at the same time. Okay. There are things that cultivate and seed at the same time. So there are different things that do multiple applications at the same time. You can get a cultivator / seeder in one, and they're a bit more pricey, but so totally worth it because they completely remove one step. And then you have what's called tritix, which can cultivate, seed, and first stage fertilize all at the same time.
Cool.
Made a mistake. Light your front to be available on day one.
Right.
PC Game Pass.
What's this? You made a mistake.
Yeah, like
Light Year
Mike
Frontier? What's
Mike
that?
just said it. Yeah.
What is that?
Lightyear Frontier is a new kind of space themed farming simulator game coming out.
Okay.
It's a peaceful space themed farming simulator.
Mm-hmm.
So it's essentially the very thing that you're playing right now, except it's in space and you don't use tractors. You use like these big machine, like mechs. And if you take Mech Warrior and you smack it with a farm sim bat, that's Lightyear Frontier.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of people whose game style is not going to be this game. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking Enra Silver this isn't going to be his favorite game because he likes, I don't know, a lot of guys like the shoot 'em ups. See, that's why I like I saw Pal World and I'm like,
I feel attacked.
Hmm?
I feel attacked. I feel attacked.
Why?
You said a lot of guys like to shoot 'em ups. I have had both. I've had Pal World on the stream, and I play this game in my all time.
So the Pal World thing is like all about slavery, I think, because you have to capture these creatures and enslave them to work on your stuff.
You're not. They're not indentured servants.
Yeah, they are. This is more fun. This is me doing it. And I hire these guys and pay them. That's different. I'm giving them a job, giving them the opportunity to feed their families.
I pop that game up as I know you don't like Pal World.
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's, first of all, it's all about Pokemon. It's very much like Pokemon. It's like style over Pokemon. And I went and got Pokemon and Pokemon Go, and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm just
Okay.
not my thing at all. And
I despise Pokemon. Like I cannot stand Pokemon.
okay.
And I have found myself having fun with Pal World.
Hey, Down Under
Like
Devil,
I've
welcome.
honestly Hey, what's going on down under?
Nothing wrong with the
That
farming sim,
okay,
exactly.
don't clip me saying that. That all came out without punctuation. Um but yeah, I despise everything having to do with Pokemon, and I have found myself enjoying Pal World. And it's, it's yes, there are mechanics that you gotta you capture these little pals or whatever, and then you put them to work. Um, but those aren't the mechanics that I found myself enjoying. The automation of having the pals do some of the stuff for you, that I
Mhm.
find enjoyable.
Mhm.
But uh, I like it for the survival aspect because it does have it's that's my genre. Um, and I don't know, there's just something that speaks to me about it. Mike says I watched this with Jacksepticeye trying to farm in multiplayer. It was mayhem.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not gonna work. Stop. Okay. It worked. Keep going, buddy. I'm going to stop.
Are you telling Catrien she should play Modern Warfare 3?
I should play. No, no, no. I'm not. That I don't want to put more violence into the world. Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley is another really awesome. Uh, that one is more of a life simulator that is heavily geared to farming, but it's a top-down isometric 16-bit. So it's like you've seen Diablo, right? The game Diablo, like you've
Yeah,
seen it
I don't like it
once or
at
twice.
all.
So well, the view is kind of set up sort of like that, where you can see this big thing, but it's 2D. 2.5D. It's you would have to look it up, but it's if you don't mind the graphic style, that's actually a really fun game as well. That's another one that I have in my personal library that I play is Stardew Valley.
Okay. No, Diablo. I watched Flurry Squirrel playing that, and I'm like, no, I do not want to put more violence into the world. Thank you very much. There's enough of it already. I love
Tis
watching
the truth.
I love watching the honey here. Every time I drive by, I can see the honey. It's growing.
What about Daisy? God no.
Daisy? What?
Daisy. It's a uh, online multiplayer zombie apocalyptic. You
Oh,
wouldn't like it.
no, not my thing. We have to finish seeding here. So how are we doing with this? So we got this seeded on this side anyway, and the yield bonus is 75%, 50% fertilized. So it just needs weeding. Where's my weeding? Okay, so it's done here. How's this going? This one is, all this needs is more fertilizing, and then look at that, 50%, 75% growing.
Hmm.
Doing good there.
Now, again, those stones, that are in the field are going to harm your yield. They're going to harm your yield bonus.
How do I get rid of them? I need a stone picker, right?
You need a de-stoner, yes.
Okay, so where
And
do I find
the awesome
the
thing,
young people that are nieces, my nieces and nephews, so that I can put them into work here as slave labor? If they don't pick the stones, they don't get their lunch.
oh come on,
That's what happened to us. That's what happened to us when we were growing up. We'd go out,
wow.
we'd spend our summers on the farm, and we'd have to go out and walk behind the trailer. My uncle would put the oh, sorry, I did the wrong, pushed the wrong button. My uncle would put the flatbed trailer, and we had to walk behind the flatbed trailer and pick the stones and put them on the flatbed trailer.
Well, luckily in
And
this
we got
one,
it, and we had to,
there's no.
and we had to do that in order to earn our lunch.
Well, luckily in this game, there's no intrepidation of of the breaking
Child
of a
labor.
child labor law.
Oh, good. Because that's
No,
what we had
there's
to do.
so you just go to the store. Yeah, you just go to the store and grab a stone picker. And
Good.
the good news about the stone pickers, so you grab the stone picker and you pick up all the stone and everything, and you can throw it into a hopper and then throw it into a trailer. And somewhere on the map, you're going to find a stone crusher, and you
Oh,
can
I think
actually
I've
go
seen that one
sell
already.
the
Yeah.
stone to the stone crusher.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. I just weeded this. Look, the weeder just went by. And it needs rolling again.
So the rolling, the rolling thing, that's
I'm gonna keep doing it
so
till I
are
get it all
you
done.
so if you want to know what the fields actually need with a bit more accuracy than just glancing down at them, so go to your overworld map, the map that if you look over on the right hand side, it shows a bunch of different tabs, and some of them being, crop needs or field needs, and you can actually see, and by massive color code, what fields need stage 1 fertilizing or are stage 1 fertilized, what fields need stage 2 fertilizing, what fields need rolling, weeding, destoning, plowing, cultivating. That's all on your
In
overworld
here?
map. So you see, yeah. So you see over there on the filter side. Now that
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. So over there on the filter, it says crop types. You can actually jump over to the filters and click and start clicking the arrow, either one of the arrows, and it will run through all of the different filters and show you. There's the growth. That's the growth stage of all your different crops and all the crops on the map. So you can use this if you're looking for a quick bit of money. You can actually use the growth filter to see what crops are ready to harvest, and then glance over and see what that crop is. And if it's worth a good bit and you have the money to buy that piece of property, buy the piece of land, harvest the crop, sell the crop, and then sell the piece of land back.
Oh. Okay.
So you can also see, if you keep going through the filters, you can also see which fields need plowing, which fields need fertilizing, which fields need cultivating, this, that, and the other thing. All that is located right there in those filters.
So crop type. So how do I tell what's? So these would have.
So the crop types are all color coded.
Okay.
So field 37, that olive drab green, that's going to be soybean. Okay, so by clicking on each individual one, you'll see that the color disappears. So you're hiding it. So let's say that you only want to look for, let's say you only want to look for canola and soybean.
Where's 37?
So you click on every one of those. 37 is directly north of one of your
Yeah, I see
tractors.
it now. But
It's directly north of the shop. Okay.
okay, so if I click on them, it's hiding them. Is that what it's doing? Sunflowers are here.
Yes, if you click on if you click on because what I'm seeing right now, you've clicked on barley, you've clicked on oat, you've clicked on potatoes, sugarcane, sorghum, and olives. Those are all clicked, so they're all hidden.
Okay, so if I click on them again, they show. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So which one did you say was in 37?
In 37, it looked like soybean. So if you click on
Oh, there it
soybean
is.
again
Okay.
to unhide that one. Yeah.
Okay, so you toggled them. Gotcha. Okay, so 37 has
Mhm.
soybean. 35.
Right.
So how do I tell? I don't know which field I
So
can do. Okay.
once you've once you've toggled everything, and you're looking at what you want to look at, so click the right arrow on the filters. You're going to go from crop types 1 to crop types 2, and then the very next filter is going to be growth stage.
Okay.
And then you have several stages of growth, all going through green and everything.
Growing.
Yeah, my wife, Moose says, my wife gave me a mission today: get out of bed and venture into the kitchen to go make coffee. Ooh, man, that's
Oh, good luck with that, buddy.
considering what you've been through, that actually is a legitimate mission.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, it would
Okay,
be.
so 37. So 37, you can see that part of it. If you look under your growth filter, you see down there the green stands for is growing.
Right.
So the lighter the green, the fresher the plant. So
Okay.
like these really bright highlighter green ones, those were just planted. The really deep green ones, the emerald green ones, those dark green ones,
Yeah.
those are about to become available to harvest.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
and then
Okay.
of course the orange ones are harvested. So like field 39, you don't own field 39, but it's ready to harvest.
Okay.
So if you happen to have the money to buy field 39, and field 39 is a easily harvested field, or it's a cash crop, you can buy field 39, harvest it, go sell the harvest, and then turn around and sell field 39 right back.
Okay, so field 39 is right here. Where am I? Where am I? No, I'm in the wrong end. Field 39 is right here. Right?
Mhm.
No, this way.
Now you don't, pardon me, you don't have to physically go look at it. You can actually see what's grown uh, from that menu, and then decide from there whether or not it's something that you want to sell, or well, should I say, harvest and then sell.
So it's this one, right? Ready to harvest, and it's carrots. But would I be able to
So,
harvest carrots?
so probably not. I have not played since carrots were added to some of the maps, but if you take a look at your economic menu and take a peek at how much carrots are going for, pardon me, if they are a cash crop, if they're selling for really good, it may be worth it to at that time lease the thing that you need to harvest them, just specifically to go harvest that field,
Where are
and
carrots?
then give it back once it's done, and then sell everything, and you'll probably profit. I mean, I say probably, I don't know what the carrots are worth, but you may profit a good bit.
Um, silage, wood, grass, hay, straw, diesel, flour, bread, cake, butter. Where are carrots?
I actually don't see carrots on that list.
No.
They may be, so if they're additional crops, keep scrolling. Like, keep on scrolling.
Okay.
Like past flour, bread, cake, all that stuff.
Potato chips. Carrot soup. Carrots.
So, there you go. And then you just click on carrots and see where they're being sold the most.
Not
Or
very
see
much. You don't
who's
make very
paying the
much
most.
on them.
Then I would just, I'm sure I'll see here in just a minute once the stream catches up to our conversation. There's carrots.
The casting is
No,
it's
that
not worth
is
doing.
not worth it. No.
No, I didn't think so.
So the things, the
Yeah,
stuff that you want to look for is.
I just want to respond
Go ahead.
to Moose. Yeah, the crutches are really. I'm glad they're getting easier to use, but make sure that you put your weight on your hands and not your underarms. Just saying from
Yeah,
experience.
that's.
Make sure you
Yeah,
put your
been
weight
there, done
mostly
that. Hurts.
on your hands, because if you put most of your weight on your underarms, you're gonna regret that. Just saying, because that's from experience of doing. Okay, so my canola. When I look here, my canola is going to get me most money in November, so that's when I'm going to sell my canola. Poor Moose. Okay. So that wasn't worth doing.
No, carrots aren't worth doing.
No. So we're doing weeding here. And did we finish rolling? I don't think we finished rolling. I think we stopped because something was getting in the way. Oh, I know. I didn't finish the planting there either because these two were colliding, and now I have neither one doing anything. Okay, let's go over here. So there was an object in the way, and that's why that stopped. Oh no, that was from... Where did my cedar go? Too many toys. Can you imagine when I get a whole bunch more toys? I'm gonna get lost.
Oh, it's after spending a good while on any one of the maps. What'll wind up happening is, hang on, is my echo up? I think my echo on my mic was turned up, and I don't know why. All right, so.
Sounds like you're in a big auditorium.
Well, I'm in my office, and it's not. I don't have it dynamated, so it's just a big giant box. And I have a commanding voice. I'm just loud. But once you get to the point where you have like 7 or 8 fields, and you've got a bunch of different crops going, and you might have some animal husbandry going, basically it goes from being a farming simulator to a micromanagement simulator of all of your different workers. It's just it becomes you jumping back and forth, making sure that this worker is doing what they're supposed to do and this worker is doing what they're supposed to do, while you take all of the crops off to sell, and you're just kind of sitting back and watching how much money you get. I have an echo now.
You sound like the voice of God.
Being Christian, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. All right, hold on just
You're allowed to be Christian. It's okay.
Let's take a peek. Oh, stop it. All right, let's take a look at how I sound real quick. Okay. Pretty sure that should sound better.
That's better.
Okay. I was moving my mic around a bit this morning in the dark before I had all my monitors on, and I think I accidentally spun my echo knob.
You did.
There we go. All right, that does sound better. Yay. Glad I checked that before I tried to record anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happens if I hit... Oh, no field found. Because I thought this needed rolling. It doesn't need rolling anymore. I must have fixed it then. Okay. So with this then, I can fold that up. Does this one need rolling though? I thought I did all the rolling. This one needs rolling. But we still have the weeder going on there, right? Yeah, so we won't do the rolling until we get the weeder done. Why did it stop folding? What we could do is try and line ourselves up to hold this other field again. Okay, we should be all set to go there. Let the weeder finish first. See, it's going. Okay, we'll let that go. We'll stop him for now. We'll wait for the weeder to finish, and then we'll put the weeder in the other field, and then we can finish rolling this one. Did I tell you I have? And
To me, the maps are some of the most entertaining ones because some of them, and the bulk majority of them, are all based on real places. Like some of them are fictitious, but some of them are completely like legitimate real places that mod map makers went and got the satellite image of the land and created
really,
the mod using the satellite image.
this will be awesome because what I could do
And
is
some of
go.
them are so technical.
This is going to be so much fun. Hans been doing 80% of the lift. That's good. That's good news. Because I found that when I broke my foot and I was hobbling around, I learned real quick that if I don't keep my weight on my hands, I'm going to hurt a lot. So I was quite proud of myself because I discovered the bee thing. I found a few good, not tutorials, could look stuff up on the game. Because the help menu doesn't really help very much at all. So I did a Google search for how to make money in early game. And honey was one of the things that came out. So I'm want to see. Hold on. Farmland. How much does that cost? So these are farmland pieces I can buy? Like, this is what I
So
own
the
now.
farmland, yes. So the farmland tab, what that does is show you what you currently own and the different places. And if I'm not mistaken, that's it. So it just shows your particular plot of land.
Okay.
But it's a stripped away version of the overland map, so you can kind of get a good look at exactly what the different fields look like, what the shape of them is. If you want to do logging, shows you where all the different trees and things like that are.
Oh, okay. But if I just wanted to buy, say I wanted to buy this particular plot of land, it would cost me
So you
112 too. Is that correct?
yes. Yes.
Okay. And so when I'll probably buy that when I have 200,000 euros. When I have
Now you
200,000,
you can
what?
you can I can tell that you're relatively independent when coming to this, so you're probably going to say no. But you can take out a loan if you so choose. There
Oh,
is a
no.
mechanic to where you can actually take out a yeah. I didn't think so.
No, 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 no. I am debt free. I have come a long way to be able to say that statement, I am debt free. Well, no, actually, I'm not when I think about it, because my line of credit, I do owe on my line of credit still, because in the summer, last summer, my PlayStation died, and I had a trip booked to the UK for the meetup and to go visit my son and his wife. And so I had already talked to Paul about my new computer. And so I said,
Mhm.
Paul, go ahead and do the computer thing. So I had Paul put together a lovely computer, which everybody who walks into my place now goes, oh, look at that. I'm like, yes. But this is my gaming computer now. And so I had to dip into my line of credit for a couple of thousand. But not that I'm in debt. It's just that I have to wait until my GICs mature, which is going to be this summer.
Gotcha.
So I'm not really in debt. I'm still in the black. I'm not in the red. So overall. But I hate paying money to loan sharks. And that's the way I look at
Well,
things.
there's no loan shark in the game. It's just the bank.
No, the
Which,
bank
well, I
is
mean,
the
I
loan
guess
shark. The bank
depending
is a
on where
loan shark, I
I was going to
swear.
say, depending on where you're from, I was about to say, yeah, the bank can be the loan shark.
And the credit card companies are even worse loan sharks. They are
Oh,
the
don't even get me
absolute
started
worst.
on credit card companies.
So I've spent a lot of time, I spent a great deal of time making sure that my credit cards are paid on time and that I don't pay credit card interest. And I do my best, like when I have money that I owe to people, I do my best to pay it like toot sweet.
Gotcha.
Oh. So I think this still needs weeding. Yes, it needs weeding. But it's okay. So we're going to weed this. It doesn't need fertilizing anymore. But we're going to roll the other one. There we go. And we're going to start that one up. I think this one's already done. This one's completely done. This one could be fertilized again, I think. Where's my fertilizer? Oh, I don't have it hooked up. I need another tractor.
Keep an eye on that used section of the store.
Okay. See if there's something there.
Mm-hmm.
This one. So what's this one? So this one is 50 horsepower. What would that do?
Not much.
Okay.
Hang on, let me wait until I can see it. Okay, so if you're talking about that class,
Yeah.
that class 666 or 66610, so that's a small one. So the from what I'm seeing, it can be shoved all the way up to 145 horsepower. And okay, so no, it's 145 horsepower and it goes 50 kilometers an hour. So that's actually a higher end, and Class is a good brand, but that is a higher end small. So that's going to do all of your. It won't do any plowing and it won't do any destoning, but it will take care of light harvesting, all of your weeding, all of your fertilizer spreading,
Oh.
as long as your fertilizer spreader is not too oversized.
Well, I don't think it is.
And it can also be no, it's not. And it has a front PTO, so you can actually fit it with everything from a weight to a front cultivator.
Oh.
So yeah, that's actually not a bad one if you're not really that into trying to make your entire farm Case or John Deere or anything else. Then yeah, that's actually really good. That's a really good investment.
That's not a bad price, right?
Mm-mm. No,
That's
that one
only,
in
it's
market
53.
that one in market on game would actually typically run you more than you currently have on your balance. So it'd run you about 98,000, I want to say.
Okay.
98 to somewhere between 80 and 98.
Okay. Should I get it? Will I be able to? I'll have 53.
I'm the type of person. I'm the type of person to tell you to go with your impulses. So asking me if you're asking me an advisory way, don't do that. Because I'm gonna say get it.
You're gonna say get it?
Yes. But it is also a really good deal, so getting it wouldn't be unwise. And you would be able to accomplish more at once. So
yes.
It's just like balancing it out in real life. Is it worth it to you to get it now? And if it's worth it to you to get it now, then get it now and immediately put that sucker to work.
I'm going to. I'm just going to take it home. So what I might do, I'm going to continue to play on this save though. But there's tons of saves. Like that's what I love. It's got like named saves, so you can name them. So I can call it.
10 saves.
I can call this one Bob Cajun, which is where I grew up.
I've heard of that place.
You've heard of Bob Cajun? It's a little dinky little town.
I know I've heard of. I don't know where. I don't know from who. But you said it, and I'm like, I've heard of that.
There's a song about Bob Cajun.
That might be where I've heard of it.
By the Tragically Hip.
Great. I know what I'm doing as soon as I get off the stream.
And thinking, because that's where I grew up. And so I could call like each one of my farms after one of them could be, Paul's place would be my oldest brother. We could make that into a dairy operation. And because it looked like on the map that there were different operation types. at
There
quick
are. You
glance?
can there
And I saw
there
one with
yeah, there
cows
are
on it.
certain maps. Yeah, there are certain maps. Well, several pardon me. Several of the maps come with pre-installed, predisposed either pigs, cows, chickens, horses. There's several different ones that just come automatically with them in, and then you can obviously buy some farmland because just because the piece of land that you buy starts off with tillable, arable land on it does not mean that you actually have to use it to plant crops. You can clear the crop out entirely and use the land as husbandry land. So
Okay.
you can use it for dairy farming or whatever you want to. Just be warned whenever if you're going to start doing dairy stuff, maybe grab a couple of spare minutes and watch some videos on dairy farming and things like that in farm sim, because there is a lot that goes into it, from keeping them fed and watered to getting proper total mix ration. And if you're going to use TMR, do you want to mix it yourself or do you want to buy it?
What's
Do you want to buy
TMR?
it from the store? TMR is total mix ration. It is
Oh,
a
okay.
particular type of food for cattle, especially in the natural processing of cattle to keep them uh, big and fat and milking and everything else. It
Right.
is a mix of silage, grass, and hay.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. So
So
you
it's
might
not
want to watch a
fun.
couple of.
Yeah, well,
Well, no, it's not that it's not fun. It's not simple, which
right.
to me translates, and it sounds like to you also translates to not simple equals fun.
Okay, so this one's not going to let me put this fertilizer on. So, and I want to get the yield up. So if I go over here, and I unload here, because I have some fertilizer there. Okay, so how do I unload?
So
Unload.
you might not want to
I
unload
just
it. I
did.
don't know if they changed it or not because it may unload it into just a pile on the ground.
It did it on pylons or on pallets.
Okay, it used to unload it into a big pile in the middle of the ground.
It put it in pallets for me. That's what it did last time.
That's a plus.
So now I have.
It's been a minute since I actually played Farm
Okay.
Sim. I haven't had a whole lot of time lately.
You've been busy with your channel. How's your channel going?
I am currently 11 off of 200.
Awesome.
11 off of 200. Been doing it less than 4 months. Everybody keeps telling me I'm doing wonderfully, and I'm moving along.
It's not fast enough for you, I'm sure, but it will happen because you've got a good thing going.
I'm having fun. I'm
Good.
having fun.
That's the important thing. VR farm sim would be good. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought the very same thing, but I don't know how they could pull off something like VR Farm Sim. But yeah, that'd be awesome. But you would need like a whole VR setup
Oops.
that came with like a seat that you would emulate the vibration of a tractor, and I feel like that would be something that you would see at like a gaming convention.
Okay, so if I do big pallets of solid fertilizer. Now, was that liquid fertilizer that I had, or was it solid fertilizer?
That was solid fertilizer.
Okay, so can I find liquid fertilizer? Where do you find liquid fertilizer?
That's going to be you may
Pallets?
not be able to buy it.
Liquid fertilizer.
Road some.
Will my machine do liquid fertilizer though?
No, that machine will not. You have to have a specific. So if you go to fertilization,
Tree
the actual
saplings.
fertilizer tab, there's your liquid fertilizer right there.
Yeah.
Got 2 liquid fertilizers and then one. But I
Herbicide.
keep forgetting that you're seeing this about 10 seconds before I am.
Yeah.
But you need a different rig to do liquid fertilizing.
So Grim, if you want to see me in real time, I am streaming on my in the chat as well, in the Discord. If you want to see me live.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Now you can see what I'm doing in real time. I'm scrolling through.
Yay! I have to get
Is that better?
to get back to the channel. There we are. Watch the stream. Yay! That's way
There.
better.
There you go. Now you can see me in real time. I didn't put any logos
So
on
you-
because I don't know where would be the best place to put my logo. What do you think?
So as far as installation of logos and whatnot, I would always say slap them right on the door of your tractors. That's just me.
No,
Either the door or the hood space.
no, I don't mean that. I mean logos for my OBS. Like I'll put my little kitty cat logo in the stream. So this is quite often like I'm thinking about all the corners. Where would be the best place to put my little kitty cat logo is my question.
So are we talking game specific or in general?
Well, when I'm live streaming this game, like I want people to be able to see the top where my money is and everything, right? So maybe just
So
underneath
in this
where the money
particular
is.
game, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Right underneath your money.
I think that might be a good spot. Let's see. So if I can see the white rectangle now, and I'm going to move that down. Hopefully, it's not going to work, is it? I guess I have to select it first. What have I got selected? Oh, that's my kitty cat logo. Okay. And the rectangle. Move it down as well. And let's view both. I put a white rectangle behind. Oops. Why isn't that moving now? Farming sim. No. I want my white rectangle. Oops. It's not right. How's that look?
That looks absolutely perfect. It looks perfect on the in Discord, and it's working on becoming perfect in stream. And now it looks perfect in stream.
There. That's a good spot for it. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Because you don't want to block the game. It's raining. I love it when it rains here.
You're going to significantly dislike it if it's harvest season.
I know. I found that out. that when you're harvesting, you have to wait for the rain to stop before you can harvest. Well, before
Hmm.
you can get everything that you want out of it. So it definitely messes with your... Okay, so is the roller thing still going? Or did we finish the rolling? Oh, the roller is done. Okay. Let's fold it up. Hopefully all the rolling is done now. I might just call it a day here, because it's almost 11 o'clock. My goodness, I've been live streaming for a while. But I'm really enjoying
Only
this.
about 3 hours.
This is a lot of fun. I can see where people can
Yeah,
do
this
like 4 or 5 hour live streams.
this game
doing
is,
this.
yeah, this game is addictive.
You think?
This game is very addictive.
Yep. Okay, so if I now... Let's see what we got going on here. Needs rolling.
So, at this particular point, I would tell you to ignore the fact that it says it it needs rolling.
Yeah,
And if
I'm
it's
gonna
a
ignore
field
it.
that you're trying, yeah, if it's a field that you're trying to prep for, that you're trying to prep for use, I would say try plowing it and then pulling
I
out the
need to buy a
stones
plow.
before you worried any more about it saying that it needs rolling.
If I get a stone picker, though, will it still need rolling?
So there are some stone pickers. They're a bit more expensive, but there are some stone pickers that do have the twin functionality of also flattening, which is the rolling.
Okay.
So you can get a twin purpose stone picker as well. But like I said, those fare a bit on the higher side of the price range.
Okay, so the weeding is done. I'm gonna call it done for now. Fold that up. Should be able to go through there. I think fold it up. So I'm gonna color it all done, because I think it's all... Oh, no. Oh. Oops. Didn't see that little guy there.
Have you gotten a dog yet?
No, there's pets?
Yes. Yeah. Go to your. So I'll
Is
tell you
there
this.
cats?
I'll give you this advice. There's mods for cats.
Hold on.
But yeah, base game you can get a dog, and there are mods for cats. Well, I stand corrected. There were mods for cats on FS19. I don't know about FS20, or I'm sorry, FS22. But yes, there does exist a dog house that you can
Watch
buy
this-
right now.
Watch the
that
watch
will give you a
the
dog.
live stream. Watch the live stream.
Oh, redeeming Porsche.
I don't have very many redeems, but I have this one. I also have dupe, but where is she?
There's
there she is. There she is. My little girl.
One of the redeems on my channel is the voice of Herbert from Family Guy saying, I'm not going to say what it actually says, but it's "Get your fat butt back here."
Okay.
And the picture that comes up is actually a crop and cut picture of my daughter's cat Ranger, and it's just a picture of his head shaking back and forth.
Okay. Wait, so I think I
So
have everything.
I too am guilty of putting the pets up.
So not all of it needs rolling, just parts of it. Now, I'm wondering, did I seed everything? Because I'm just checking everything to see before I move on to the next month.
So the easiest way to check your seeding is actually to use your overland map and go to your growth. Go to
To my growing.
your growth filter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
go to your growth filter, and as long as everything is green, then it's all growing. It's all been seeded.
but it hasn't, because you can see where
Nope,
field
nope. It does
38.
look like part of that field is looks like part of that field is still fallow.
See, I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to find my seeder. There it is. I don't have as many redeems as you do. And my redeems are not loud like yours. I can't even hear your voice over the
I
redeems.
I actually took I took that to heart whenever you mentioned it. I was like, really? Because one of the things that I didn't do, and I should have. So I tested out. You know, obviously, whenever I did my redeems, I obviously tested all my redeems to make sure they worked. But I was like, are they really that loud? So I went back and I looked at some of them, and I had the same generic sound setting for all of my redeems, but some of them by default, like some of my screen fillers, the sound on them was multiplicative. So whenever I would, whenever they would be redeemed, they would be, you know, they would be the sound of like 5 of the same redeem playing at once. So I actually went back and I altered all of the sound quality of all of my redeems.
Okay, good.
So now the redeems are much more reasonable.
Oh, good. Because that's
And
what's
I can
like. I
actually,
was like,
except for
I wanted to be there and support you and everything, but I'm like, no, I can't take this. I had to like,
yeah, and
because
some
because the people were like, there were
some
tons
people.
doing, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're my. I have been told that some of if not most of my redeems are addictive, just because of what they are, and they do get spammed. The redeems get spammed almost as much of, yes, the volumetrics can be a nightmare. Most, some people spam the redeems more than they spam my chat games, which is saying something,
Yeah,
considering
because
that my chat games.
yeah, I think Warfy and Gunboat Willie are in competition to see who can get the most money on all of the live streams.
Oh God.
But Warfy
Yeah, I
hasn't done
know.
any gambling yet today. Haven't seen him anyway. Maybe he did, but I didn't. I must have missed him.
I haven't seen any gambling yet.
No, he's probably not awake yet. Probably needs more coffee.
He's probably not out of bed yet. 'Cause
So
I know this morning whenever I got on, he was complaining about not getting any sleep, and I'm like, dude, sleep.
yeah,
There's nothing going on any video game front that is more important than you sleeping.
exactly. Type is #1 on your channel. Okay, typo is your #1 for money, maybe for redeem money. Mine are fur balls. I got a goodly amount of real life fur balls this week, I'm telling you. spending my time finding fur balls everywhere. Of course, on the week that my cleaning lady didn't come because her daughter was sick, so.
Yeah, I just got done resetting all of my channel points for everybody because
Mm-hmm.
I do a competition every 2 weeks, or a contest, I'm sorry, every 2 weeks. So the first contest that we did was for the first banner for the Grimstone Gaming Discord, and Spock won that one. And then this past contest period was for pardon me, was for 1 month of free access to I guess the not the lowest tier, but the Gremlin tier Patreon.
Okay.
So Spock won the first one, and then Culinary Zest. I don't know if Culinary Zest comes through here very often, but
No.
she won the second one.
Okay.
So, ow.
So I wasn't sure if this was going to work on my channel, but I'm thinking that this might be my new game for this channel. And we'll explore the multiplayer aspect of it as well.
If nothing else, this is going to be complete evidence of the ability to branch out into different games.
Exactly. It took me a while to start, and I'm still not getting the controls right sometimes, but.
So the controls can be a bit contrite. I'll use that word. The controls can be a bit contrite, but once you get them down, like once you're quite well into getting them down, it's second nature.
Okay. Well, it was nice to have Frank come over because I was I was absolutely new and I didn't understand about the server. And Frank was like, the server, his dedicated server is on his computer. I didn't understand that you needed to play the multiplayer on a server. So I didn't understand that part. But then, I kind of didn't feel very welcome. But then when you think about it, he's got a lot of people that he's got to deal with and stuff, so I understand why.
Right.
But I've joined a bunch of other ones that have Discord on. I was playing with Helen, which is another player, and she was helping me a lot with. I'm just brand new at this, right? So.
Right.
I have no idea where to look for stuff or anything, so.
Well, you will definitely get there. Just take a little bit of time.
Exactly. But the thing that I liked, that I want to do now is to take my viewers on the journey with me.
Exactly.
In exploring this new game that I just discovered. So it's not a new game. I've just discovered it. It's new to me. It's been around for a while, so. But it was on special. It was on sale at on Steam. So when I put in farm game, this is the first one that came up, and it happened to be on sale. So I think we're going to try this one. And once I got some of the basic controls down and realized that I can use my controller to steer my toys, I was like, yeah, this is going to work.
Well, it'll definitely chew up a good bit of time and quite a bit of space on the channel. I promise that much.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. But it's 11 o'clock.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was about to say I've got to take my exit because my wife just walked into my office. So
okay.
I know that I gotta take care of a couple of things this morning myself. But
I have to eat.
But yeah, this was well, yeah, definitely got to get some food in you.
Exactly.
But yeah, this was fun, and
well,
there's an excellent
so
chance that if I see you on again, and I'm not streaming that morning or I don't have anything to do but some busy work, I will definitely hop on with you while I take care of said busy work.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming by and teaching me all this stuff and showing me all this stuff. And I'm sure that if there's how many people have I got? I've only got 6 people, but I'm not a very big channel. I don't have any ambitions to become a big channel. I'm just, just having fun and enjoying doing the
Right.
multiplayer things. So I just enjoy having you here. So thank you so much for coming by. And hopefully we'll be able to bring some people over to your channel.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, Grim. You take care.
Thank you much. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Okay, and so I'm also going to say goodbye to everybody on the live stream. Thank you so much for coming by, and thank you for all your support. Is there anybody we can? I don't think I'm gonna. Is there anybody we can? There's only 4 people, so but maybe we can raid somebody. Is Enris over on? Let's see. Morphe might have fallen back to sleep. Subscriptions. I'm looking to see if there's anybody live. No, Enra's not on. All right, so we will leave you there then. And we will see you tomorrow morning. Same cat time, same cat channel. All right, take care. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.